Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good, people? Happy Tuesday night. It is the Prize and Marky Dan show. This is our first episode of the New Year's. You're going to have to forgive my co-host who are already starting out the new year bad. It's a little bit late, but it's going to be on the way in a little bit. Man, this first event we had in the new year, Virgil Ortiz versus Frederick Lawson. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, we had so many different skirmishes throughout the event. We had Bernard Hopkins putting hands on Bill Haney, and Bill Haney basically, in my opinion, standing on business. You know, he didn't back down to Bernard Hopkins, and, you know, Bernard, and being the bathroom guy himself, was talking about going to, oh, here's my co-host. How you doing, Prize?
Yeah, what's good? My bad. We got bad weather here. These winds like 50, 60 miles an hour, man. It's like crazy out here right now. But
Well, stay safe out there, man.
yeah, we in here. What's good?
Nah, we good. I was just talking about the first event of the year, bro, it was just so many different skirmishes. Like throughout the event, you had Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney. You had Arnold Barboza and T.O. and Rowley going at it. Then you
Mm-hmm.
had, Ryan Garcia. He was talking shit about Devin Haney. Just a lot of ways you could go about it.
Yeah, I like the
What
way
do you take away from
Barbosa.
the event?
I like the way Barbosa ran down on Tio. Every don't have you noticed Tio act different every time that man come around or name get brought up? It's so funny, like because he be running down on Tio, and I like that kid there, that Barbosa kid. I like him.
Yeah, I like Barboza. He wasn't
Yeah,
playing with nobody. He
nah.
was looking for smoke at the
Didn't he
whole
run?
event.
Didn't he run down on somebody else too the same night?
Yeah, he ran down on Rolly.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
And Rolly is a weird dude, man. He's talking about, he's talking about drinking my brother. Dude, shut up.
yeah. Rolly,
And
he
Barboza said it himself. These dudes, they talk a whole bunch of crap in interviews, but it's different in person.
yeah, that Rolly. I don't know what's wrong with Rolly. He been
I don't
hit
know.
way
He a
too much.
character.
Yeah, he's not a good fighter. He knows how to talk his way into the fight. He knows how to make it interesting, but he can barely even talk right to me. So I don't know what's wrong with that kid Rolly. Shout out to him.
I don't know. Somebody finds him entertaining, but
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Rolly and Ryan Garcia. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean,
And what do you think about the circumstances leading up to that?
I think I don't know. I don't really care to see that fight there. Really, I don't know why Ryan just jumped out of the Devin Haney fight. He talking about, oh, I'm the A side and all this and all that. And you can argue, Ryan Garcia ain't. I mean, he did the thing with Tank though, But other than that, he ain't never even really been on pay per view. I don't think so. But it's okay for Rolly. I think they just going with a cherry pick. It looked weird because they were trying to say Mayweather had something to do with it. Mayweather advised to back out the fight to try to fight Rolly and all this stuff. So I don't know what's up with Ryan, man. He all over the place, dog. He got him a baby and a divorce at the same time. I don't
Yeah,
know what's
I
going
saw
on with
that.
that kid, bro. Like I don't know what's going on with that kid. That's BVO, man.
Yeah, he's just an odd guy. One minute he's talking about he's a youth pastor, he's a Christian, he's this and that. The next minute you hear about the guy just plain out lying. I mean, just straight
Yeah,
out lying. I mean, he's the one that asked for this fight. And then he got caught in another lie. He said that Devin Haney was outpricing himself. Oscar De La Hoya came out and said, "Bro, well, like me and Bill Haney, we were gonna talk after the Virgil Ortiz fight.
yeah. I
So
saw that.
talks
I
for the
saw
fight never
Oscar.
began. He was just flapping his gums.
Oscar was
This
like, he don't
dude, like
even know what's going
I
on.
just can't
Yeah,
get I can't nail Ryan down. I can't get a full read on him or of what he's about or
he's
who
all
he
over the
is.
place. He definitely
Yeah,
all over the place.
and then this thing with his wife. I mean, he's a real piece of work. Let me say that we in the first 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Ryan, he like I said, he all over the place. 1 minute is uh he's having a baby and a divorce at the same damn time. Then he keep lying, like you said. I don't understand, like
yeah.
why. I mean, I
Ryan
guess he
Ryan
listening to
Garcia.
Floyd. Yeah, I guess he listening to Floyd. I mean, you know what Floyd gonna show you how to do. Floyd gonna show you how to move, certain way. But I don't know with Ryan. I can't get a good reading on him myself, man. He's like I said, he's just all over the place. I think he needs to. And then his last performance was pretty good though. I was happy for him. I was rooting for him, but what the move he just pulled now when he just like kind of like jumped out the Devin Haney fight, his excuses don't sound the same, man. Because I done seen a couple YouTubers pick him apart a little while ago, but I was like, damn. You know what I mean, so
No, but
whatever
I
though.
mean, at this point, what is he? He's. I mean,
Never been a
what
world
weight?
champion.
First off, what weight class did Ryan Garcia fight at in his last fight?
I don't know. I thought it was a catch weight, maybe.
No, he fought at 143.
Yeah.
He's not even a fucking 140 pounder.
Right. So what are we
Like this
talking about?
dude
Yeah.
is
He's all over the
just
place.
yeah, bro. Like I don't know why people actually take him serious anymore, especially after a move like this where you said you about the best fights. You said you want the you. He's the one who put up the poll said, "Oh, which fight do my fans want more? I want to make the fight the fans want."
Let me see that.
And now he's talking about bigger business, this and that. No, I mean,
And then he tried to and then he snap on Devin Haney. He'll say something like, "Oh well, Devin Haney, doesn't do ticket live gates, and he ain't never sold nothing." What did he say? Ryan said he do 30,000 pay-per-views or something in Devin that he said about Devin, but
yep.
he doesn't keep that same energy with Rolly. Where's Rolly's stuff? When Rolly's been on pay-per-view? Like what we talking about? It's the same deal. So he don't keep that same energy. It's okay for Devin to sell 30,000 pay-per-views, but Rolly, who don't sell nothing, he can just get the most praise from Ryan Garcia. So like I said, I don't know what the Bulls all over the place, man. Bull all over the
No,
place,
but
man. I
no,
was
I think
starting
it's
to
like
look
what
more fun,
Oscar is
but
saying, bro. No, I agree with what Oscar was saying the other day. He's just receiving bad advice. It's like what you were saying. I mean, he's listening to Floyd. And now what you're hearing, I just heard a report. I heard it on Blue Blood, and I saw it on a couple different platforms. Rolly is being ordered to fight Barroso in March, or he's going to be stripped. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The WBA is not playing around with him. So unless they pay him step aside money, this ain't happening.
old man might want his get back though. I don't see him taking no step aside money. Old head might want his. He just knocked out what's the kid name? Hari Davies. I was so shocked at that.
Nah,
Pardon me.
you 41 years old. They
Pardon me.
come to you with they come to you with $500,000 or $1 million to watch somebody else to get knocked out. I'm
Yeah,
taking that shit.
old head, but why old head in his bag right now? He just stretched out O'Hara Davis, so I mean, old head want his get back with Rolly because he was about to piece Rolly up till they saved his life. He do got some mandatory. Rolly do got the mandatory, but the WBA they love Floyd, and things can be worked out like you said for sure.
Man. Well,
But
let's move north
yeah,
to the heavyweights.
heavyweight.
Coming up,
What
we
you got?
got Anthony Joshua taking
Uh,
on Francis Ngannou,
uh,
and they're talking about potentially Deontay Wilder versus Francis Ngannou on the Zhang Zhang on the
Zhang.
undercard.
Yeah.
Which do you think? Who do you think is more likely to lose, Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua? Give me your thoughts on both fights.
Damn. I think AJ. I don't know, man. AJ kind of. That's a good one. That's a good question right there because the average fan will say Deontay Wilder, and Zane, he been coming off some nice wins. So I guess I would say, shoot, man, AJ supposed to go out here and beat him up. He not gonna be out of shape and all that stuff like Tyson Fury was, but it looked like Ngannou can take a punch too. So is he gonna walk? I don't know. That fight weird, bro. I don't know who gonna win that fight, bro. But I expect AJ to go out and dominate and put boxing back. Like AJ gotta win this fight, bro. 'Cause I don't need these MMA dudes coming in kicking the heavyweights ass, kicking their fighters ass, bro. Because they're gonna really talk crazy. You know what I'm saying? AJ need a. I want, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna say it right now. I want AJ to have a dominating performance. I want him to dominate. Send him back to MMA, bro. Get him out of here.
I want him to knock him out in the first round. I want it to be just a brutal, vicious finish. where that man will will look for a retirement.
AJ, you want AJ to
He's
get
just
strapped?
done with it. No, I'm talking about Francis Ngannou, where
Oh,
he's just
right,
done with
yo,
it. Where he said, "Damn, I got everything I could from boxing. That's it for me. Fuck that shit."
yeah. He said
But
Zane
what
is
you think
above
about the
Zane is
Deontay Wilder
above
versus
already lost.
Daly? What you say?
I was reading the comments. He said Cap Josh Rowley is a monster. BVO in the chat trolling. He said Walter. He said Mike J said Wilder overrated. Yeah, I mean, people have your opinion on Wilder. I say I like him. I agree with the comment.
Yeah. I really don't like that fight for Wilder. Um, I hope it's not true that they're fighting. I hope that they pull somebody. I hope they get Andy Ruiz. Why not him? I mean, shoot, he was
For
at the
Wilder,
yeah, for Wilder. I mean, he was at the Riyadh event. I don't see why they can't pay him some money to come in and make that fight happen.
uh,
So
Andy
it's just
Ruiz be
like,
it seems like Andy Ruiz energy get weird when they start bringing Wilder name up around him, bro. He start talking about a bunch of money and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I still
I
see that
mean,
fight though.
what are you? You fighting Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, but he be
Shit,
asking
I'm
for
trying to get
crazy
paid.
numbers.
The
Like
fuck you mean?
he be asking for crazy numbers for what they were saying. Like knowing that
I
he
mean,
not getting that, he
you could
ain't
look
done
at it
nothing
from that
lately.
perspective. You could look at it from that perspective, but you could also look at it from the perspective of
Areola is
Wilder was
gone now,
asking for
bro.
70-30, and he was not looking to come down from that. So it just was what it was. They couldn't
That's
compromise.
for Andy Ruiz. That's a pretty nice purse, being as though he was just in a war with an old faded Chris Areola. I thought that was pretty good. But hey, who am I? I'm not the promoter. I'm
I
not the
mean,
matchmaker.
Wilder spent the past 2 years, or excuse me, 2 years getting his head beat in by Tyson Fury. So it's like, yeah, I mean, eh, I guess you could say it's you're right. Wilder is above because he was on big pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, bro. You can't expect to only give somebody a tiny piece,
70-30 is
especially
not a
somebody who was
bad.
a
That's not a
former
bad
champ. Y'all are
split.
basically in the same position. Be fair with the man. But
70-30 is
anyway,
not a bad. That's not a bad split. You know what I mean? What did Floyd take when he fought Oscar? Didn't he take something like that? Something
I
similar?
mean, Floyd was. I mean,
But
he was pretty
still,
young in his
Wilder.
career.
But still, he did it. So I mean, Andy Ruiz, like I said, what has he done to even demand anything more than that? He had one good moment, and you saw what happened. He went to his head, so he not disciplined to me. I don't man, get him out of here. Man, Areola was putting hands on him, bro. I wish Areola would have knocked him out. Well, I was hoping Areola was gonna stretch him out of there, but
Well, that's precisely the reason why I wanted them to bring him in for Deontay
Mike J
Wilder.
trolling now.
Precisely for that reason. I
He
need
gonna
him to
come.
have a tune-up fight. Let's talk about Jay Lee Zhang. I think
Yeah,
that Zhang is gonna hit him with something that's gonna break something in Deontay Wilder's body. I think that he is going to. I think that.
yeah.
Sorry, I think that he's going to viciously knock out Deontay Wilder. Go ahead, prize fighter. Go
I
ahead.
think that people got the wrong impression about Deontay Wilder. I think he gonna come in there and lay that big Asian boy out, and I just think that he needed some rounds in, man. He needed to knock some cobwebs out. It looked like he couldn't let his hands go. And he not known for that. You know what I mean? Not letting his hands go. We never seen Wilder never let his hands go, especially a right hand. So, you know, I think he'd get right back in there. He don't take no year off. He get right back in there. Man, I say he'll put him out of here. Then he ain't nobody gonna be thinking about that Joseph Parker loss. They gonna
Don't
be
get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you this. Don't get
Yeah,
But shout out to Zane though. But
I
shout out to
just don't
Zane.
think that he has the tools to beat Jane, especially at this age and with the way how Malik Scott is trying to have him fight, where Malik Scott is trying to have him be a counter puncher with that straight right hand when he needs to be coming forward. I
Well,
think, and on top of the
of
fact,
work. It
Jane is
worked though before
southpaw.
though, didn't it? I mean, not it worked in the last fight before that Joseph Parker fight. He walked. He backed up. He's backing up, and he hit Bull with the right hand. Got him out of
I
there.
mean, that was Robert Helenius, so this is
Still,
Jalen Jang.
that's what
That's a
it. That's
whole
what
different level.
Malik. That's what
You see
Malik
that shit didn't
trained
work
for.
against Joseph Parker, did it?
Now, I criticize Malik Scott. Don't get me wrong. I ain't disagreeing with you. I just playing devil's advocate because I criticized Malik. I was like, I don't know what kind of shit Malik got Deontay on, but is it that? It, I don't know what it was. I was like, he couldn't let his hands go. He was moving a lot. I didn't mind the movement, but I needed to see something from Wilder. A jab, right hand. I need to see something. Man, we ain't get nothing from him, man.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get nothing from him. And if they make this JD Jane fight, I really pray for this man's safety. But I think it's gonna be a situation where Wilder is gonna be like, I'm not fighting for anything less than this amount. And they're gonna be like, well, we're not paying you anything less than that unless you fighting JD Jane. And it's just gonna be what it is, bro. But if he fights JD Jane, I think he gets absolutely curb stomped.
Nah, not
I mean,
me.
just a vicious and a
So
violent,
when are they talking about? When is this card
destructive
happening?
knockout.
When do they want this happening? AJ and Ngannou. When is that? When did they got a date for that yet?
I heard it might be like March 9th. They're looking
Yeah,
for a date in March.
yeah. So like that'll be perfect for a while to get right back in there. Right back in there in March and dominate, and then to put them on the same card. It'll be a big card with, and then the Saudis want this fight. I don't know. Like they keep trying to link Wilder and Joshua. So they might as well go ahead and I think Wilder can beat that big Chinese boy for real. But they trying to line him and AJ up. So let's go, Wilder. Let's get right back in there in March, so you can not be so gunshot the next time, bro. Or just let your hands go. Maybe it was the cobwebs. I mean, he was moving around, but he got some work to do.
Mhm. All right, moving on to another topic in the heavyweight division. Once again, in the news for the wrong reasons, Big Baby Miller arrested in Florida. Excuse me, for carjacking.
I bet you.
What's your thoughts on that?
I ain't even clicked the link. I just read the headline. I was just like, he's a clown. Like I don't even. He's a drug cheat. He's just everything that disgraced the boxing, and he should just. I don't want to even talk about him. Let's move on from him.
I respect.
I hate him.
Um, Anything else you want to talk about at heavyweight? We got
Mm,
Fury and Usyk coming up. You
yeah,
want to talk about that
nobody talking
matchup?
about. Yeah, nobody's talking about it because nobody cares. You got two guys like I don't know what kind of Tyson Fury gonna come out, but if it's the one that come out against Ngannou, Usyk will beat him. But I expect Tyson Fury to come out and be the undisputed because that's gonna just make him even more crazier than what he is. And then if I was him, I wouldn't fight no more. I wouldn't fight
You
no more.
retire after that?
If I was for Tyson Fury, I absolutely would retire. Yep. Let him
Damn.
go on his little binges and do what he wants to do.
I think if everything goes right and Wilder beats, if everything goes right and AJ fights Deontay Wilder and he beats Francis Ngannou, I think that Tyson Fury will fight Anthony Joshua. Just for the simple fact that I really do think that shit will burn Tyson Fury because he has a deep dislike and you could really say a jealousy for Anthony Joshua for the love and the adoration he gets from his countrymen versus how Tyson Fury is viewed and treated. Tyson Fury is viewed as a gypsy in his own country, whereas AJ is viewed as a hero. So I don't know. I think that matchup is that personal enough that he would make the fight, regardless of what we know Tyson Fury to be, and we know him how he maneuvers.
I don't see the fight. The fight ain't happening in the UK because I don't even know if Tyson Fury can even go back to the UK because there's some things going on that he got to clear up
Hey,
over there.
salute, Bruce Gas.
You know what I mean? It was good, Bruce. But
Wilder versus Paul.
Wilder
Which
versus
Paul? You talking
Paul.
about Jake Paul?
No, we're not doing that.
Yes.
No,
Man, but shoot, make the fight happen, Bruce.
it's like wrestling.
Make it happen.
That's like wrestling. No, thank you. I done lost my. What was I saying?
That's what we're trying to see.
What was
The
we talking
Wilder
about?
needs a tune-up. He needs a body.
What was we talking about?
We were talking about Fury if Fury would fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, no, the fight because Tyson Fury, I don't think he can even fight in the UK.
You don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit.
Some shady shit he got to clean up before he can even get a license in the UK. The last time I remember, but the fight would probably happen in Saudi Arabia anyway, where they can get the big money. And man, if you could do that. But so what would AJ do? Fight Wilder, or I guess he would fight Fury next. That would be crazy.
No, you would fight Wilder next.
But if I'm Tyson Fury and I go out there and I smoke Usyk, I'm done. Nothing else to prove. So he looked bad in that Ngannou fight. That was all bad. A lot of people got him losing. They got Ngannou robbing him of a different whole. Could you imagine if Ngannou won the heavyweight championship in his first fight, bro? Man, come on, man.
Man, I just can't. I need AJ to really put something on this man that's gonna hurt him and put him down.
And out.
Yeah.
Mark Nash. Salute to the homie Mark Nash. Mark Nash, y'all go subscribe to Mark Nash too, yo. This show dope. But I hope AJ just do it for boxing, bro. I don't want to see the UK boy. Even though I like Ngannou, don't get me wrong, and I was impressed with him in the Tyson Fury fight. But come on, man, come on, let's be serious, bro. Boxing is my sport. I love boxing, and MMA is just okay to me. You know what I mean? It's cool, but I'm more of a boxing dude. But man, I don't want to see no MMA dude come over there whooping our like supposedly stars, the heavyweight champion. Now he getting an AJ fight. Man, this is crazy, man. I would have never thought I would see no boxing versus no wrestling shit ever in my life. And that's exactly. When I was a kid, I used to wonder if Mike Tyson and Hulk Hogan can ever fight and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now that's basically
you saw
what we're
Floyd
looking at.
versus Big Show.
I mean, but that was like, yeah, I guess so. But I'm talking about in real boxing matches, though. Like, you got MMA dudes coming over there kicking, punching, elbowing all that stuff, and be on the ground and putting each other in these scissors chokeholds with their legs. This is weird, bro. I don't know. It's something about MMA. Shout out to MMA though.
You talking about Pride FC?
Man, I just can't do. This is like they invading boxing, bro. They trying to invade, man. And I want the boxers to get him up out of there, like Floyd did.
Yeah, they got their own space. They got their own thing. They got their own pay scale that they need to fucking figure out in their sport. And leave us to what we doing over here.
Yeah,
Sean O'Malley.
Steal, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all it really is. They just come over here to steal money.
Steal the payday.
They're not adding anything to the sport and go. They're planning to go right back to what they're doing. But let's move south.
Yeah.
Let's go back south.
Earl Spence.
Of course. Oh, you want to talk about Earl Spence? What's up?
Earl Spence. Say that Shakur talk. You can do that all day.
Ha. Yeah, Earl Spence. coming out talking about his eye injury. Um, I'm hearing that he provided some type of proof for that he had cataracts, that he was suffering from this before the fight. But what are your thoughts on him coming out with this almost half a year later after he said that he would not give any excuses?
I don't know what Earl did, man. Earl just came out and just let everybody know that he wasn't living the fighter lifestyle, that he couldn't really see. We all saw something look like it was wrong with him. So we all knew something was wrong with him. I just wish he never made the comments, really, but he did, and now he gotta live with it. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna say, "Well, the big fish making excuses now." So it sounds like excuses to me. I still like Earl, but we didn't need it. He didn't need that for his career. He didn't need that. He didn't need to make a statement about nothing. If he would have got the eye surgery, cool. We'd have been like, "Damn, Earl, what happened? That's crazy." I mean, I wouldn't have been like, "Yeah, that's why I was getting hit with so many hooks and jabs. I couldn't see." You know what I mean? So we knew something was wrong with you, dog. You ain't need to say that. You know what I mean? We knew you wasn't living the fighter lifestyle, but we still love you and rock with you. But it is what it is. I'm still rocking with you, but sometimes the young boys just need to stay off the Twitter. What's it called? The Twitter spaces and all that.
Yeah. When it comes to Earl, I'm not really that upset with him. I think that this is just a human thing where
Yeah. Me either, by the way.
anytime you get beat like that, or anytime you just have a loss like that, you try to rationalize it. And not only that, I think he might just be trying to galvanize his fan base that is already looking for any reason to just get excited about this rematch. But when it comes to Earl, I don't know, bro. I just think he's gonna get beat even worse in this fight. The eye, he was already being affected by that before the fight. We already, like you said, we already knew he wasn't living a fighter's lifestyle just by looking at the All Access documentaries.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he
Earl,
wasn't living the fighting lifestyle.
yeah. When it comes to fight, yeah, and like I was saying, this is just a human thing. You look at it, all of them say no excuses, but eventually they come out with excuses. It just is what it is. Deontay Wilder, no excuses on the night. The very next day, talking about his suit, talking about all this other shit with the referee and whatever the hell else he could get his hands on. Shakur Stevenson, you hear him talking now. So I'm not even that mad at him. I get it if you're Bud.
A big
I
Bud
recently just
fan.
heard it. What you say?
I said like those real big hardcore Bud fans. But I know they was trolling. I know I've seen them, but you know what? They got their opinion. Because I'm a big Terrence Crawford guy too. I like him too. So you know, um, I'm like you though. I'm kind of like you with this, bro. I'm gonna go with you. I feel like the same way. I really ain't mad at that at Earl. I really don't care. You feel me? That he made those comments. I really don't care. You know what I mean? That's him. That's on him. And he gonna have to look crazy to his fans and all the other Terrence Crawford fans. You feel me? So I really don't really care personally. I just want to see fights.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Anything else you
it.
want to talk about at 147?
What they talking about? Devin and he
I
got what's
gotta
his
say this,
options?
man. I gotta say this. This dude,
Devin.
Prize on here capping, bro. He's on here
What?
capping, man. This brother's on here capping. You know full fact the Errol Spence, man, is overrated, bro. We gotta stop playing.
What?
He's
He
overrated.
lost one fight.
Dude, he got beat to death, dude. He's garbage, man.
Okay. And then people get their ass whooped when they lose their fight. Mike Tyson got beat up by damn Buster Douglas. So well, who cares? He lost one fight, and he did admit that he got his ass whooped. At least he did that. So I mean, what more do you want from him? He went out swinging. He did everything everybody asked to. He got all the belts. He fought the fights. I ain't mad at it. So Earl Spence, a lot of his hardcore fans, they give him a pass, bro, because he did what he said he was gonna do, regardless if he lost the fight. That's why it was a good win-win for Earl because his hardcore fans were like, all right, you know what I'm saying? He got dog. All right, it is what it is.
He's a
But I'm
dog
still gonna
laying
ride with
down.
bro.
He's a
It
dog
don't
laying
matter.
down.
Right. Because he did
Dude, this whole like thing you be doing where you be trying to make it seem like these black fighters are doing this and that, man. They don't be doing nothing, bro.
so Earl
It's just
didn't do nothing. You coming up here on the Marky Dan show and Pride show talking crazy about black fighters ain't like get out of here, BBL.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
let him talk. Let him talk. Let him explain himself. What you mean by that statement?
what I say is this, man. Everybody get all hype about these black fighters, man. But at the end of the day, it's only like 2 or 3 actually doing something. You got Devin the American Dream. A lot of dudes just ain't even doing nothing, bro. Like Deontay Wilder, bro. Y'all hype about him knocking out Robert Helenius. Didn't Jared Washington knock him out? Dude, he's garbage. Just that simple, man. He's garbage. You gotta call it what you see, man.
And I'm
You gotta call
calling
it.
it what
I
I
mean,
see.
but
I'm calling
I
it
mean,
what I
I
see.
think that's
Earl Spence.
crazy though.
Go ahead, Marky.
Yeah, the
Go ahead.
idea you just talking about, oh, there's only 3 black fighters that's good or doing anything right now. There's plenty of good young fighters that's coming up right now. You got Shakur, you got Dev, you got motherfucking Boots. Like, dude, what you saying is just cap, BVO, and you just really trying to down press the young black fighters, man. That shit is crazy. I'd expect the last thing I mean, that's just the last thing I expect to hear coming from the Asiatic black man. I mean, you got Oshaki Foster, Lamont Roach. I mean, what are you talking about, BVO?
Yeah, BBO. He had to get up here and just come
Yeah,
up
he
here and
got up
just
out of here. Oh, yeah.
do that. And then he got up out of here. He'll be back in the chats in a minute, but shout out to
Yeah,
BBO. I appreciate him letting us get
ducking
up
the
here and do that
goddamn
though.
smoke.
We appreciate you letting us get up here and cook. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Make sure y'all smash your like for your boy. But yeah, I don't know why BBO got up here. It's you got Floyd Schofield, you got Shushu, you got Keyshawn, you got some guys, man. Like I don't know what BBO is talking about, man. Y'all, he named Boots already. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. We got some guys there. What are you talking about, BBO? Get out of here. But like I was saying, Devin
Yeah,
Haney,
BVO is a racist, man. He's just a racist.
Devin Haney got 2 options.
Yeah, look, he's right there.
They talking about either Mario Barrios at 47 or he fight is mandatory and Sandor Martin, he's rough and rugged. It'll be a good fight for Dev to keep and stay active, so he won't get stripped. So I don't know what you feel about them 2 fights because those are going to be the 2 fights that he's going to pick out of. So everybody better be with Mark. You can write it down.
Which
That's what he's
two?
going to do. Fight is
Which two?
mandatory
Sandra Martin or who?
or Mario Barrios at 47 and another belt, another weight division for Devin Haney, all at the age of 25.
I am hoping that there is a third option, and I am
Yeah,
hoping
me
that that
too.
option is Super Matias. I
Yeah,
really hope so.
I would.
I don't see any reason that fight couldn't happen at this point. Um, Especially if they go to him with his biggest payday. I don't see how stopping that fight from happening. Yeah, it's just a good fight.
He stopped the fight from happening when he asked
Who
for
you
the
talking
$4
about?
million. Dollars.
I mean,
That was
I
crazy.
don't know. That
Give
came
him the
from
$4 million,
Bill.
dog. What did he
Like
think this
I
was?
can't confirm or deny
And then
that.
who beat him? He ain't undefeated, is he?
Yeah,
Matias got a
Jumpa,
loss.
yeah,
Somebody box like that.
Russian dude, Petrov Adriani, something
But
like that.
I don't think.
Well,
I
he
think he
came
got
back
a
and
loss,
stopped that
dog.
dude.
So
Yeah,
I
but he came
mean,
back and
Matisse,
stopped that
that's
dude.
cool. I ain't mad at that fight, man. He get hit a lot too. But after a while, he start walking you down, man. The boy, he nice. I ain't gonna lie. I like him. But I think he bigger than what he is, bro. I mean,
I think so too, but
look,
I
Josh said
also
BBO
think
say
so.
all
He
garbage and
is
getting beat up
every
on the ring. What's Tio after Camboso bloody him in the ring and took his belt respectfully? See, that's what I'm saying. BVO get up here doing that. And Josh be right on his ass. That's why I shout out to him. Every time Josh be on his ass. Matter of fact, you need to don't Josh. I can't see it. He got a wrench. He need a wrench if he don't got one. He be tearing BVO ass up.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah, but Matias, like I heard, he trying to price himself out. That I mean, people might say Bill Haney, oh, he say anything, he might lie, but you know, nobody. I
mean,
like that fight too, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I mean, let's see
Like
what
that
happens now that the Ryan Garcia fight is out the window. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's all we can do, dog. To see what happens. You know, that fight. I ain't think that fight will go down right now. Anyway, I think Ryan and them are gonna meet at 47 at some point. But Ryan is a little comfortable at the weight because, like you said, what is his weight? We don't even know what his weight is. So, you know, his next fight gonna be at 40. I mean, is him and Rolly gonna have some catch weight? They some big young boys. I don't know.
I'm just not worried about Ryan Garcia anymore. I just
Well,
don't think that we should even bring up his name unless he's fighting somebody that we actually care about.
yeah.
Let's just not even talk about him.
Fight. Nobody was asked for a Rolly fight. At this point, he
No,
shouldn't be fighting
nobody,
no
but
Rolly.
it makes business sense. And, you know, you have
Yo,
to
you wanna
acknowledge that.
Sugar Ray Leonard? Are you crazy? Are you out of your
He's
mind?
back.
What you
Oh
say?
my God.
Y'all want to ignore Sugar Ray Leonard?
Sugar Ray Leonard retired
What did you
and
say?
enjoying his life.
The new Sugar Ray Leonard, Ryan Garcia. Y'all want to ignore him?
Yes.
You smoked out, Marky. Dude look like Sugar Ray Leonard. We want to see more of him, dude. Who do you talking about?
Nah, dog.
Are you
BVO back and
are you on drugs?
Right, he
Yeah, like we got the same time. What?
Everybody says that, y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. You look at
It's the
Ryan,
reason everybody says that.
Everybody says what?
You
that Ryan
you
looks
know
like Sugar Ray Leonard.
That Ryan is what? Say it
Hey
again.
BBO, you know everybody knows
Hold
that
on,
you
Marky. Say that again, BBO. Yeah. Say it again so he can be on recorded saying it. Say that again. Everybody's just saying what?
yeah, say it again. He says it every show, but I mean, go ahead, say it again.
Oh, all right.
He dipped off, y'all. He dipped off.
Yeah, he did exactly. He said
Yeah,
that everybody. He
He
said
low key
goddamn
everybody.
Latino,
coward.
though. You know that. He low key Latino, man. He hating on the brothers. We gonna excommunicate him from the race, bro.
Yeah, he talking about some Sugar Ray Leonard. Everybody running around there saying that you the only one BVO on YouTube that ever even mentioned them two in the same category. Ryan Garcia ain't never even been a world champion. I wish
The
Free
next
was here
Sugar
to
Ray
tell you,
Leonard.
bro.
That was the
Bruh.
craziest retarded ass shit I ever heard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bruh.
Yeah,
He's a big goofy ass dude, man. I can't take nothing that dude say serious.
You can't, bro. You can't because it's all retarded madness. You can't even mention Sugar Ray Leonard and Ryan Garcia in the same book, let alone the same sentence.
Oh, gee. If you look at Ryan Garcia, look at Sugar Ray Leonard. They look the same. 5'10", beautiful left hook, super speed. The only thing that Ryan don't have yet is the footwork. But when I seen that shoulder roll, that got me excited about Ryan. Ryan.
So you obviously, so you digging that the new shoulder roll he pulled out. You digging that?
If he can work on
He
that,
can't be
you see what it
fooled.
did for James Toney.
Hey, look, bro. You put that dude with anybody in the top 5 at 140, they gonna mollywop his ass. He's not very good. He's not very
Yeah,
good.
he's just not. And
He
I think
lacked
he
the
knows
skill,
that he's
man.
not very good, and somebody's gonna do him bad. I mean, he's already been done bad. Tank already did him bad.
But look, this is my thing, Marky Dan. Stay away from Alberto Puello. Don't fuck with him. Stay far away from him. Don't go fucking with him.
I mean, but it's not really a lot of people he could
Wrong.
fuck with at 140.
if
that we
Who's
care
that dude
about.
that just
But
beat
does
up
he
on?
fight at 140?
Who's the dude from Australia? Liam Perro? Yeah, stay away
Yeah,
from him
Liam
too.
Farrell.
Does
Yeah,
he
don't
fight at
don't don't go
140?
don't go
Is the
near him.
question.
Yeah,
Does
all
does
those dudes
Ryan
are
Garcia
dangerous.
fight at 140? That's the question you asked.
You may have some action with Arnold Barbosa, but I doubt it. I think Barbosa might beat you up.
That is a good question. Is Ryan Garcia
Yeah.
actually fighting at 140
Is
pounds?
he fighting at 140? Because the last time I checked, when the last time he fought at 140?
He always making a catch weight or something, right?
Tank. He
Yeah,
fought at
and
Tank.
he didn't even fight at 140 against Javier Fortuna.
What weight was they fought? What weight did he fight Tank at? 140?
No, 137.
Yeah. See.
Man, Ryan right now. I mean, I get it. He got a big fan base. People love him. The girls love him. The kids love him because he's a TikToker and a YouTuber. But Ryan's a joke, bro. I mean, you talk
Yeah,
about
it's
serious
like,
title
who,
contention. Ryan's a
bro?
joke, bro. He's never been in a fight that's worth anything. Even the Tank fight was a mismatch. He's never been in a fight that's worth the shit. I mean, let's keep it up.
Bro, it's just crazy to me that fans are trying to use like pay-per-views to defend a fighter. It's
Yeah.
like compared to
That's
Devin
nasty
Haney.
work.
Devin Haney is proven. You don't have the fucking credentials or anything to speak on this man whatsoever. That shit is like that's like motherfucking a third string tight end trying to talk to Travis Kelsey. I mean,
Right.
get the fuck out of
Right.
here, my nigga. What
Make
is
it make
wrong with
That's
you?
like that's like what's the dude that's on Gil's show, Rashard McCants?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that
You
dude.
really have no
Look,
leg to stand on, bro. You only played 4 years in the league, so your opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Your
So if I
opinion
listen to
doesn't
the
mean
y'all,
too
way how
much.
he
You,
tries
you,
to
you won a
minimize
title at
other
North
people's
Carolina,
opinion.
okay, great. You
so if
won
I
a
listen
title
to
at North
y'all
Carolina,
argument,
okay, great. But what did you do as a pro? You averaged 10 points, my guy.
well, let me ask you
Hold
this.
on.
Let me ask you this,
Hold on.
Mark.
You
Hold
averaged
on.
10
Hold on real
points.
quick. Hold on
You're
real quick.
trash.
When my Tar Heels won that national championship with Mechanicsville, we were lit down there, boy.
Bro, that's college. That has nothing to do with professional basketball.
I'm
Nothing.
just saying that was. I'm just
I
Nothing.
saying
mean,
it
I
was.
No
mean,
fucking
Sean,
thing.
that's
I'm just
not
saying
that wouldn't
they
even
were
be a
lit.
problem for me. That wouldn't even be a problem for me if that's his only real big accomplishment in basketball. It's just the fact that he tries to minimize other people's opinions based on
Right.
their credentials. It's like, shut
Right.
the fuck up, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You played a couple years. You were a fucking bench warmer. Nobody knows who the hell you are, except that the fact that you on this show with
Gilbert
motherfucking
Arenas with
Gilbert
the
Arenas.
hibachi.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about Rashad McCants.
Nobody does. He played barely long enough to get a pension, bro. Barely long
All
enough to get
right,
a pension.
keep it boxing.
Can I ask
All
you a
right,
question?
man.
Same,
All
well,
right.
he's the same
Yo,
as Ryan. What has
Sean, I got a question
tell
for
me?
you.
You talking about Garcia? What has he
What you?
accomplished in boxing? You tell
Yo,
me.
Well, hold on. Go ahead, BVO. What's your question?
hey, so if I listen to you, I ran Barkley wasn't good. If I listen to you, so either you're all time great or you don't count. I don't think that's the case. I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
that's
no,
the
no,
case.
no, no. I'm not saying that because I don't think Crawford is an all time great yet. I don't think any of these guys are all time greats yet. Until their career's over, then the public will decide that. My question is, you tell me, what has Ryan Garcia accomplished in the sport of boxing?
His audio
What
going
titles
out.
has he won? What has he done?
What he's done is very
Nothing.
simple. Man. He's a
Nothing.
silver champion at
Only
135.
thing you can bring up is 1.2 million
Stop it.
pay-per-views. That's all you can bring
Stop,
up.
BVO.
That's all you can
Stop
bring up.
it. Don't bring up
I don't know why y'all let
no
BBL come
stupid
up here and
belts.
do
Come
that.
on, BVO.
He
He
bringing up
hasn't done anything
secondary
in the sport
belts.
of boxing. He
So I
hasn't been
mean,
a
the one
champion
thing
for
you could
very
say
long.
is he beat Luke Campbell, a former gold medalist, former title challenger. That's about it.
Well, a
That's
whole
his
lot of
biggest
people beat Luke
accomplishment.
Campbell. A whole lot of people beat Luke Campbell. So what's the point?
Yeah, Luke Campbell ain't all
Yeah, what
that.
that say about
I
Ryan?
don't
That's the
care if he
point.
won a gold medal. That gold medal, that shit don't mean nothing. He be getting his ass whooped in the pros. So
Wow.
Didn't Ryan still a million pay-per-views his first pay-per-view though?
Who cares?
And then why didn't he fight on
What
pay-per-view?
they have to hold on. What they have to do? Like Paulie Malignaggi was cooking Ryan Garcia. He said it's like who cares? It's like a whore gets paid to bend over and get spanked. Who cares if you're a fighter and you get paid to get your ass kicked? You still getting your ass kicked at the end of the day. You trash, and you know you're trash. It's like, bro, I can't
Compared to the
respect
other
Ryan
fighters.
Garcia at all whatsoever. This man is garbage, and he ducked Devin Haney. He does not want to fight the best because he knows he will get humiliated.
Yeah, he
Any of
trying
them
to hang
dudes at
around
140 will
Floyd.
beat the hell out of Ryan Garcia.
He trying to hang around Floyd. Floyd see a marketing tool. Floyd is like sees money and dollar signs like, oh, he can make something happen with Ryan Garcia if you
Yeah, right
beat
here's
it with
good,
the
bro.
money team.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you, brother.
so
Appreciate you.
Ryan
so
Garcia
he can
sucks.
do that.
Yeah,
He
he
can do
does.
that.
You got to win, so you got to beat somebody first. You didn't beat nobody.
Right. Ryan Garcia, Floyd would have Ryan Garcia doing great pay-per-view numbers and against nobodies, and that's what he's looking to do. So he don't want to fight the best.
You got to win a fight, man. You got to fight somebody that's credible and beat them. That's how you gain respect in this boxing game. Not
He might as well go
having
on a
cartoon
welterweight.
fights and tune-up fights with over-the-hill guys and then saying, I want to fight the best. And then when the best say, okay, my calendar's clear, let's fight. Oh, I'm going to go another round. I'm going to fight this guy I think I can whoop. Come on,
Josh
man.
Sanders said he the
Come on, man.
NABF 140-pound champ. Damn, he gave him an
Who gives a
NABF.
fuck? You know how many NABF champions there have been? Nobody gives a fuck about that. How many world champions did you beat?
I don't think he really got that. I think Josh just trolling. Yo, somebody audio is crazy. Is that mine?
I think I'm good.
The dude's fucking trash, bro.
That's my man down at the bottom. That's his audio doing that.
I mean, yeah, he's trash. He's trash. Like, I don't think it's really any discussion to be had. Ryan Garcia is a terrible fighter. He's a bum. He's a duck.
He's not a bum.
Yeah, what? Well, a bum? No. You're right. But he's definitely trash. He's definitely garbage.
He's probably a C+ fighter for right now.
See,
He's
I'll
probably
give
a C
him
minus.
a B. I'll even give him a B. I'll even give him a B. He's a B level
I don't
fighter.
think
He's a B level fighter.
Okay. That's fine.
I think Sander Martin would beat him, box circle around him.
Yes.
Let me see. Richardson Hitchens, Jack Catterall would beat him. I think Josh Taylor at this point and Regis would beat him.
No.
He's a C. Like, I'm being serious. He is a C minus fighter to me. He has a fast left hook. I give him that. But I mean, that's it, bro. Liam Paro would beat him. It's not really much there for Ryan Garcia that way, other than Rolly.
I know how you can shut me up. All you got to do, if you want to shut motherfuckers up, is fight some of them dudes. Fight some of them dudes that he just named. Fight them.
Yep.
That's all you got to do. And see, that's what these dumb motherfuckers don't understand. The true boxing fans will give you respect for taking the fight.
Yep.
Just take the fight. Look, nobody knew. We all knew. All of us. Well, me and Marky Dan, I'll say. I don't know about your stance, brother. But we all knew Errol was going to get served. We knew he was going to get his ass whooped. But we respected him for taking the fight. Correct, Marky Dan?
Well, I can't cap and say that. I did pick Earl to win the fight, but I was really shaky going into it. I'll say that.
I knew he was going to. What did I say?
I pretty much was neutral. I pretty much was neutral.
You said no. You kept it. You kept it a buck from the beginning, and you even said people are going to be surprised by how easy that fight looks. And I said you were capping.
Yeah, because the dude is simple. The dude is easy to figure out. He fights one way. And if he came back you up, he got no answer for you because he has no footwork. His defense is trash. He's just a big bully.
Well,
Damn, man. I
big
mean,
bullying, big like he said, big whatever you want to call him, one trick pony, a bully, a weight bully, all of that said, he fought at the highest level, made tons of money. He's great at doing great at life. So
And
if you
that's what
want
we
to, so
saying. And
okay,
that's what we
so
saying. We respect him
it,
because he took the fight. That's why we respect him. Because he took the
no,
fight. He didn't duck
I
nobody.
figure no, I feel like the fight was 50-50 going into the fight. I stood 50-50 because I like Terrence Crawford and I like Errol Spence because both fan bases are weird. The Errol Spence fans are weird and the Terrence Crawford fans are weird. Both I don't know. I don't understand why you can't rock with both of them like me. But hey, you like who you like, and you know.
It's not
Everybody
about
had
see
it.
that, and that's where
Everybody
I
had
people
it.
mean,
get
no,
Hold
twisted.
up,
like it's
hold up,
not
hold
really
up, hold
weird.
up.
That's
Everybody,
just sports, bro.
And
Like
that's where people get
you
it
look at
twisted.
Alabama and Georgia. I sent Sheldon a clip.
Yeah, you
Those
that shit was
Georgia fans
crazy.
were
Fuck
pissed.
you. Fuck out
And
of
the
here, bitch.
Alabama nigga, he was heckling them and fucking with them. That's
Yeah.
just competitiveness. That's just, rivalries. It is what it is, man. I
What you
think it's
gotta
healthy
understand
for
is
the sport.
this. It's not about you see when you're talking boxing, it's not about why can't you rock with both of them. Somebody asks you who's gonna win the fight. You pick who you're gonna pick and you tell them why you think they're gonna win the fight.
right?
People ask me who's gonna win the fight. I said Terrence Crawford's gonna win the fight. Why? Because Terrence Crawford is well rounded. He can do everything. I've seen him fight going forward, going backward, moving laterally. I've seen him walk people into shit they don't see coming. I've seen him knock people out with both hands. I've seen him do all this shit. When I watch Errol Spence, he's a flat-footed, come forward, volume puncher. He fights one way. And if that shit don't work against a guy like Crawford, your ass is in trouble because he can do too many things.
Yeah, well, nevertheless,
It's not about not liking Errol Spence. It's just
the
seeing what
fight
you
was
see in
50-50.
boxing.
The fight was a 50-50 going into it. Half the
Yeah, that's
fans
the way you
said
saw
Earl was
it.
going to
And
win.
I respect that. You saw it that
Half
way.
the,
I respect that.
no,
I didn't
not
see
only
it that
me,
way.
but okay. I said half the fans seen it 50-50. Half of the fans said Earl was going to do this. The other half of the fans said Terrence Crawford was going to do that. I just waited and sat back and watched the fight, how it play out. And then Terrence Crawford proved that he's more superior. So there's nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. Terrence Crawford beat the kaboons out of him. Just destroyed him. I mean, that shit was crazy. I went back and looked at Inui's performance. When I really put them up next to each other, Terrence Crawford, what he did was way more impressive. Because Inui still had to be sharp in that fight because Bolton was still catching him with like sharp counters.
Right.
Earl Spence
But
was just walking. Earl Spence was just walking forward into the airplane propeller.
like
It
he
was just
always does.
nothing he could do. There was nothing he could
That's the
do.
way he fights, though. That's just the way he fights. He fights that way, and it worked against 28 guys. The 29th guy,
Yeah,
it didn't work.
you got a lot of stuff going on in your background, gang. A lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, that's the
Talking to me or
parking
something.
lot.
Yeah.
Nah, but he good. I can still hear y'all clear.
That shit was tweaking on me.
Yeah, that shit worked against 28 guys, but the 29th guy has something for him. You know what I'm saying? So, and you saw all the other shit. Because if anybody thought that a man could get thrown from a Ferrari over 100 miles an hour, skid across the concrete, and then be the same guy coming back after that, you're crazy. That will affect anybody. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, like I said before, the fight was a 50-50 fight going into it, and Terrence Crawford proved that he's more superior. So why do we got to keep going over and over and over
But
the fight? It's over with. It's over and done with. Terrence Crawford is the best
Hey, how
fighter
you doing
in the world.
I'm
He's the
doing
best
good.
fighter in the
Thank you.
world, and it ain't nothing else to talk about with them too.
Now we got to see what he does.
I don't think
Now,
that it's going
since
to fight.
Errol's
I
out the
don't think
way,
there's a rematch.
Well,
I don't
let's.
think a rematch
Hey,
is
but let's.
going to happen.
since Errol's
Hey,
out the way,
we could talk about that matchup all fucking day long. But let's
Right.
move north.
I want
Let's
to move to
move
this
north.
one. I want to move to
This
this one.
weekend coming up.
Hold on, Marky. I want to see what he does now since Errol's out the way.
Earl is
Now
out the
what do you
way.
do? Earl just had surgery. He's out the way. Now what do you do?
Yeah, when you got that
Damn.
kind of surgery, what you can't what's the
He's out till at least October of this year.
what's the healing time? It's like 8 to 10 weeks or something like that.
Then you got to get in shape. Then you got to get a fight under your belt. So he's out the way.
Yeah, I never saw the rematch happening anyway. There's no need for it. I understand Earl's doing what he said he was supposed to do, and he likes to stand on what he likes to say, what he says, So, but we all know that that fight, nobody's interested in it. I don't even think there's a real market for it, and let's just move on from that. We don't need to see that again at any weight because the same thing's going to happen. He's just too good.
Yep.
It might be a little bit more competitive, but I don't care to talk about Earl
the better be it, man.
Terrence Croft.
Yeah, let's move north to Better Be versus Callum Smith, and
It's
then to Bivol afterwards. What y'all thoughts on that matchup?
That's a good fight. Callum Smith has been starching shit at 75. One shot and shit, knocking it out.
Yep.
We know Beterbiev can be dropped because we've seen Beterbiev dropped on several occasions. Can he get that shot off on Beterbiev? Because if he doesn't, he's in trouble. If he can't back that dude up, hit that dude and make him stop and back him up and keep him off you, Beterbiev is going to walk right through you.
What you think, Braz?
I think Arthur Beterbiev is going to win the fight. I think it'll be a good fight because he do be getting hands put on him. But that is a good point, though. Like, he has been, I ain't really big on Callum Smith, but he been doing his thing in 75, so I can't, ignore it. But I think it'll be a good fight until it's over. Until Arthur Beterbiev does what he do. But Caleb does have a good chance to clip him. And he has been smoking dudes. So if he get clipped like some of them shots I've seen Caleb Smith drop people with in 75, man, we might see an upset. But I think it'll be a good fight until it's over. So better be it.
But the biggest caveat to that is none of those people are Beterbiev, and we know Beterbiev's a monster. We know that.
He's just different, bro.
Callum Smith, he's coming in. I do give him a good chance of winning this fight, just for the simple fact that we've seen Beterbiev get hit, especially in his last fight against Anthony Yard, and then he has these really long layoffs at his age. Even though he lives a very Spartan lifestyle, still I think that's going to come in as a factor. But I do expect Beterbiev to win this fight. Though I do expect Callum Smith to have big moments. You can't ignore the way how he's really filled in the light heavyweight with some of these knockouts that he's been having. I mean, the first guy, nigga hit the floor and he had a seizure. Yeah. The second dude, I mean, he was out for almost 10 minutes. They had to take him out on a stretcher.
Yeah, they had to pick him up.
Yeah, bro. So there's some nasty shit about to happen in this fight, but that's what I always think anytime that Beterbiev fights a puncher, and then it's always something else.
Anybody got the odds on that? What's the odds on that fight?
What?
I haven't looked them up yet.
Arthur Beterbiev versus Caleb Smith. You might want to put a little money on Caleb Smith with those sneaky lights out shots he be having.
Beterbiev is probably a decisive favorite.
I don't know about money. Like the champ used to say, you want to lose your money, be a fool and bet on Callum.
It ain't nothing. If it's a big, a big enough margin, I'll put a couple dollars down there just in case for sure. I know people waste $50. I know me.
True, especially after Barroso.
I go waste $50 on something that's meaningless. So I can.
Sheldon, guess what? Barroso a first round knockout on O'Hara Davies was plus 11,000.
Woo! Damn, plus
11,000. So somebody got paid.
Somebody came up fat.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, take a look at those odds. When you look at a dude that just been sleeping shit up there, I mean, it don't hurt to take a look at the odds.
Yeah, because like I said, a little $50 to me, a little $50 ain't about nothing. So somebody
got paid.
But the thing is, bro, man,
Yo, what up, Dub?
What
Yo,
up,
what's
Props?
up,
What up,
Dub?
Marky,
Peace to you.
man? D Free, man. Uncle Shelton in the building. Shout out to all y'all, man.
Yeah.
Oh, D
The
Free
only
is there? So D Free.
well, go ahead.
Yo, shout what up, Free?
What's good, y'all? What's good?
What's up,
What up,
Free?
Free? But no, man, I don't. Bro, I understand what y'all talking about with Callum. You know what I'm saying? And he had been since he done moved to 75, bro. Like he been sparking shit at 75.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
and the thing is, like Uncle Shelton said, we done seen Beterbiev drop. We done seen that, and against Anthony Yard, I thought Anthony Yard hurt him at least 2 times in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
definitely.
but at the same time, man, I just don't see Callum Smith winning. Uh, man, he gonna walk it, bro. He gonna walk into something crazy. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
going.
And
That's what I said. It's gonna be good until the fight is over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, bro, it's gonna be. And the craziest thing, some of them punches that Beterbiev be hitting fighters, would I be like, man, that shit didn't look like it was hurting that damn bad. But next thing you know, a nigga sleep. You be like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah,
I can't tell the nigga sleep that
I
that shit
just
wasn't
think
hurting. So
yeah. I look
I,
at Caleb Smith, and all I keep thinking about is how he looked when he fought Canelo Alvarez, and Arthur is
Yeah,
a much bigger puncher than Canelo Alvarez. That man Canelo, when he got in there with Canelo Alvarez, that man looked like he didn't know how to throw a jab no more. And this was the man that set the record for the most jabs thrown in a fight. This man ain't know how to throw no jabs no more. This man ain't know how to do how to box. He ain't know how to do nothing. That man was just a standing dummy. That's it. And Arthur, unless you can hurt that man is gonna walk through everything you throw, and he's
and
gonna hit you.
even if you hurt him, he still be coming.
Yeah, he going to hit you,
yep.
and we all know that Caleb Smith, he ain't the best. He don't have the best chin. Don't have the best chin. So I don't
I,
I
I,
don't know.
Now, D. I will say this. I think there is something, and with him moving up, you know what I'm saying. When a fighter moves up, and they not necessarily having to cut as much weight, I have seen chins improve. And since he's been at 75, I ain't really seen nobody just hurt him. But then again, we talking about an individual who wrestled with bears, so I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
You ain't see nobody just hurt him, but you also ain't seen nobody at 75 like Arthur, except for Arthur.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
yeah. I think Arthur better. I think Caleb Smith will have some success in the beginning, but it'll be he until that when they get to them later rounds. That's when Beterbiev gonna get to him.
I,
But I
I
do
give
see. But he can't get him though. If he can get him, if he can clip Arthur Beterbiev early, then that'll be the way. But
I
when they get in the
I
deep
give
waters, it's over.
I give
Yeah,
Caleb Smith
I
I
just
give
think
Caleb
that
Smith a shot.
Beterbiev, and I agree with y'all for the most part. I just think Beterbiev is
Yep.
he's just too mean, too mean and spiteful, and he's just gonna keep coming and coming. And Caleb Smith's gonna get tired from having to constantly push him backwards, and it's gonna be what it is. I think he's gonna get stopped late, but Caleb Smith does have a chance. He has a puncher's chance at the very
Hmm.
least to do something. But
Nah,
Yeah.
outside of that,
It got to be
this should
early
be
though.
Beterbiev's fight.
I
It got to
Let me
be
actually
ask you this.
But
early.
Let me
let's
ask you
move.
this.
actually
Hold on.
actually
I do.
before you go, Dub,
Hey,
actually
hey, respect,
Smith.
respect to you, right side. But I wanted to move the topic on to the next fight that's hopefully gonna happen if Beterbiev handles business. What do you all think about Beterbiev versus Bivol, a true 50-50 fight at 175? Go ahead, whoever wants to take that.
This is exactly what you say. It's a true 50-50 fight, and Bibble has a shot because he's the better boxer. Although Arthur can box, we've seen him box when he had to box. But Bibble is the better boxer. I believe that's his only shot is to outbox Butterbeef. If he can't outbox Butterbeef or he gets hurt by Butterbeef, it's going to be a long night or a very short night. Bavall, I don't, and the only other chance that Bavall has, the same chance that Caleb Smith got, is if Arthur Butterfield becomes old. I got to. If he becomes old, then he has a shot. Other than that, I don't see him having a shot except for trying to outbox him and winning on the scorecard.
What I wonder is, and like y'all both said, 50-50 fight. What I wonder, and I know Bivol can fight off the back foot. I think he's gonna have to fight off the back foot in that fight.
The whole
Um,
fight.
yeah, exactly. The thing is I watched Bivol in his last fight on the undercard of what was it, the Day of Doom or Day of Destruction or whatever it was. Um, I watched him go
They're
against.
rushing them.
There it is. There it is. I watched him go against the guy from Britain, and
Mm-hmm.
that man, he, in my opinion, he was a decent boxer. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have nothing for B-ball, but what I got a question is the power. I don't know if the power is going to be enough. And so it's going to
Yeah.
come down to, is he able to fight off the back foot continuously? There are going to be moments I think he'll stand his ground in the middle of the ring and try to utilize his length and his reach and the jab. You know what I'm saying? But uh, I think Baturbiev got underrated footwork. And unless, like D Free said, the man just got old overnight, which I don't believe is going to happen. The other thing is that um, they won't. I believe they want that fight to happen in like May or something like that. And so, Beterbiev being in the ring and Bill being in the ring, there won't be too much ring rush from either fighter. I just, I don't know if Bivol got the power to keep him off of him like that.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, when you fighting off the back foot, you we got to see what your gas tank really looked like against Canelo.
Yeah.
Bivol was able to come forward the majority of the fight. In the majority of his fights, he comes forward. But in this situation, I see him going backwards, and I think it's really going to test his gas tank to see if he make it all 12 rounds.
Yeah. That's a good point, Doug. Like that's gonna be tough. I think he can outbox him for 12 straight rounds because Artur Beterbiev get hit a lot, bro. And he, like you said, the one homie said that he been dropped a couple times. We all saw that. So I don't think Bivol can drop him though, to be honest. 'Cause I don't, like you said, I don't think he got the power to, but just circling, turning, boxing, moving, jabbing, throwing his little combos here and there. Man, you know how fast a fight can go by sometimes. You ever watch a fight and it's going by so fast? You look up, you in the 10th round, you're like, damn. You know what I
All
mean?
fights go by fast. All of them.
Like especially them real good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like them 12 round, the ones that go 12 rounds. So I feel like that can happen, and you look up, and Artur Beterbiev is down too much, and Dimitri Bivol ain't going. He disciplined, bro, and he got his footwork like he been hanging out around our people, and I'm just going with Bivol in this fight. I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go with Bivol in this fight. An early prediction. I'm gonna go with Bivol. I'm gonna stay with Bivol. So when they do fight in May, we come back on this channel. I'm gonna still say I'm rocking with Bivol, and I got that funny feeling, but. Man, Arthur Beterbiev is savage. If he get tired, like you say, Dub, he cooked for sure.
Yeah.
I can't even pick a fighter right now. I want to see how Beterbiev look against Callum Smith first, and
That's
then after
true.
that,
True.
I'll make a
True.
prediction. But uh,
True. True. True.
I I don't think that man should overlook Callum Smith because regardless of how I feel about him, I ain't no huge UK boxing fan, especially after what Davies went and did this weekend. So I don't know,
He got
but
man,
I
he got
don't know, I don't
melted.
know, I don't know. So
He was looking. That was nasty workout. He was looking bad, bro.
No, don't even say Ohio Davies' name on this channel. Just let him be forgotten. Don't
that was
even think
embarrassing.
talk about him. Just let him be gone.
I mean, I cannot believe that old man went there and did that, bro. I can't believe that. Hey, Free, did you see that? Did you see what that
I
old
actually
man
had
did?
some faith in that dude. I was actually had some hope. I was actually a fan for like 2 minutes.
was, you know what
Then it was
I
over.
was thinking when I saw that fight and it ended the way it ended. I thought to myself, you made all this fuss to get beat by a 79-year-old man. You made all this fuss. You're gonna take the WBA to court. You've been waiting on your title shot. to get beat by a 79-year-old man.
D3, you wrong, man. You wrong. That man is 83 years old. I don't know what you're talking about, D3.
And O'Hara Davies, bro, you could tell he trained for that. You could tell he trained for that fight. He looked musty. He looked like he didn't have he hadn't had a haircut in months.
And you know what, Marky Dan? Hey, you know what, Marky Dan? That's what makes boxing the best sport. Because you can have a situation like that where an old man can just clip this dude, this young boy like that, and now he want his get back with Rolly.
Hey, that man trained so hard for that fight that he forgot to go get a haircut. He trained so hard for that fight.
Yeah, but old head was in shape too, though. Old head was in shape, bro. He was in shape. He was in shape from the Rolly fight. I bet you that old head stay in shape year round, bro. I bet you that old man stay in shape year round.
And get what? And don't lift or weight. All he do is push ups, sit ups, and run. That's all he do.
Right. And they get there and rumble, dog.
Hey, that man hit hard enough to make Rolly say he hit harder than Tank Davis.
It might. I mean, hey, we're not in the ring with this guy. I ain't saying the old man can't crack. The old man can obviously he can crack because the way he had O'Hara Davis looking, that man should. I wouldn't even want to show up anymore.
When Tank hit Rolly, Rolly's body went numb. His shit was completely gone. He was out.
Yeah,
so
Rolly,
you can't even trust Rolly, bro.
He didn't feel the punch. He seen it, but he didn't feel it. It's like when you get shot, you hit a gunshot, but you don't feel it. You don't feel it. You hear it. You don't feel it until afterwards. You like, oh, I got shot. So that's what happened to Rolly. He didn't feel it. He just seen the shot coming, and next thing you know, he was waking up. You know he got hit hard because he was asking his father, "Hey, what happened?" He was like, "You got caught with a left hook."
No, his daddy had to carry him back to the room.
They had to pick him
up. I know, but what I'm saying is, when he was walking back, he was like, "Dad, what happened?" He was like, "You got caught with a left hook."
I mean, it was a good one too, bro. And O'Hara Davis, he talk a lot of shit. And I'm just so happy for that old man because he got robbed in that Rolly fight out of a world title, out of a life-changing situation. They took it from him and his family. And that old man came back with a vengeance, boy. And O'Hara Davis was looking real crazy in there. And I don't care to ever see him again.
You heard what he said? He said, "Man,
I'm with the homie Dub. I'm with the homie Dub with them UK fighters. I like the UK and I respect y'all, but I just don't believe in y'all fighters all like that. That's just me.
Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury is the only champion that the UK has currently.
Okay, fine.
No, you could say the.
Except for Lennox Lewis.
You still got Usyk too.
No, I'm talking about currently.
Okay, currently. That's what I'm talking about.
But you don't consider Usyk the UK.
No. I said the only champion.
You got
I said that.
The Ukraine ain't in the damn UK. What you talking about, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think y'all heard me. Tyson Fury is the only champion the UK has right now.
Right. I said, y'all didn't hear what I said. I said you got Usyk from over there, but he's not considered the UK. Is what I said.
Because Ukraine ain't in the UK.
You just want to be right all the goddamn time, bro.
That's what I said. Y'all said when we talking about the UK. I said you got Usyk because I call all of them. I call across the pond. I put all of them in a bunch. The same way you put all of the Americans in a bunch.
The UK is closer to Africa than it is to damn Ukraine.
I just put all of them in a bunch. I just say across the pond. I don't say UK or Ukraine or none of that. I just say across the pond. I put them all in a bunch.
I agree. I
categorize them. So, there's a couple UK fighters that I did like back in the day, but I don't want to get into that. But for right now, like they ain't okay. You can have Tyson Fury, but other than that, they ain't really doing much.
I mean, Anthony Joshua is making a comeback.
Yeah,
about to see something.
All right. Yeah. Well, again.
What's his name? I think Lawrence Okolie. Is it Lawrence Okolie still a champion? I think he's still a champion. He's from the UK.
No. He got beat. He's garbage. He's garbage.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a grappler. He just holds the entire fight. There's really nothing to look at with him.
Uh, I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean, they got so many belts. They got a lot of champions over there in the UK. They got so many goddamn belts over there.
yeah.
They got the European belt, the Middle Eastern belt.
The
The
Intercontinental.
Yeah, they got so many belts over there. It's like every time you see a DAZN fight, they fighting for a belt. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
well, what belt is this? I ain't
right.
never seen a brown belt, a blue belt, a purple belt. I'm like, no, I don't know none of these damn belts.
Them boys was fighting for three. They was fighting for 3 belts one time. I
No,
was
I
like,
swear to
damn,
God,
what them Jones
I saw them gluing a belt together before they gave it to the fighter.
For real, but they was back in the States cutting and pasting out of.
That
Man, they
shit is
just make all
disgusting.
that. Yeah, that's nasty work, man. They need to cut that out over there,
I
man. But
remember when they made a Juneteenth belt for Jamal Charlo.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that
they be just
daggone
doing stuff.
that
And
pride belt.
if I'm not mistaken, I think it was made out of chains.
Yeah, didn't they have chains on it? Yeah, I remember that was crazy.
Yeah, it had handcuffs on it. It was
Yeah,
the
son.
pride belt. It had handcuffs on it and a chain and something else.
That's crazy, man.
I
They
was
need to
like,
stop that, man.
That's just
that joint
crazy.
straight.
That nigga's racist as hell.
And Jamal, and
WBC.
was it Jamal or Jamel?
It was one of
It
them,
was
man.
Maul. I
Maul,
remember
yeah,
he
Maul,
fought Montiel. I remember that.
yeah, he's sitting there holding the belt. I'm like, dog,
Yeah,
that's the
it
most
was Maul.
racist belt I ever seen in my life. You got shackles on there and everything. You holding
Yeah,
it
that belt was
proud.
crazy, bro. I was like, damn, they actually did that. Like, that's crazy, but people don't see that kind of stuff. You know, they go over their head, but you
Was
know,
that the franchise belt? Was that the franchise belt that they made the
nah,
Pride
No,
belt?
that was the
No.
nah.
That
Juneteenth
was
It
the
belt.
was the
pride
Juneteenth.
That was
belt.
the
Google that
freedom belt.
joint. Google that
Yeah,
joint real quick, Doug. Google that
it
joint
was.
real quick.
No, I remember. I seen it. I seen it. I just didn't remember. It didn't make no sense at the time why they was created. Why the WBC was out there creating belts anyways. But then
I was gonna
It was.
go away.
to be
It was
half
going.
racist with the creation, that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I wish the
they
WBC. I wish they
they
all
had
just go away.
originally named it the Pride Belt, but then they changed it to the Freedom Belt, and they gave Devin Haney the Pride Belt. I'm like, dog, just get away from all these goddamn belts.
Yeah,
Y'all
they was
niggas
giving out belts.
coming up with so many goddamn belts to try to stay face. Oh, we got this champion right here. We got this champion right here. No, motherfucker.
No,
Then you got regional. Then you got
just want
regional
another.
champions.
They
Man,
just want another. They just want 3% of somebody else's check. That's all they want. Another
that's
3%.
crazy. I'd be
That's
like,
all it
damn,
is.
you want 3?
And
Some of them fighters be making like 10 and 15,000. They want to take 3%.
Hey, that's the Juneteenth belt right there. I can't put the whole belt in my thumbnail or in my avatar, but that's it right there. You can see the chains at the end. That shit is disgusting. And that's what the Charles family stood for on that day. That's what they represented.
That was crazy.
he was saying Jamal was holding that joint with pride. Holding the Pride belt with pride. I was like, dog, if you don't put that goddamn belt down, you look like a straight up Uncle Tom like a motherfucker. I'd have threw that bitch in the trash. I was like, man, don't give me that belt. Give me my WBC belt.
That shit crazy.
These boys love all these different kind of belts, so you know they want them. You know, I don't know for trophies. I don't know why they want them belts.
I don't care about none of them damn belts. I really don't.
See. I do for the younger fighters up and coming. Somebody like Jamal.
No, I mean they can.
But I'm
have
with you though.
I have no problem
I'm with you.
with them fighting for the belts and all that. I don't care. They were like, oh, he's the WBC champ. Man, I don't give a fuck about all that shit. All them niggas champions. WBC, the IBF, WBO, WBA, they all fucking champions. You got the Intercontinental champion, the motherfucking European champ. All the motherfuckers are champions. I don't give a fuck about none of them goddamn belts. I just say, look, this the fight that I want to see. I don't give a fuck about no damn belt.
It does make it a little bit more exciting when there's like a major title on the line, not no secondary title, but for like an undisputed title, unifications, 3-belt unification.
It just adds something to the fight.
It'll put a little spice in the pot, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but
No,
I feel
yeah,
you,
it,
free. I
it
want to
makes
see
you
the
feel
fight.
like you're.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes
you're
you
getting
feel
your
like you're
money's
standing
worth
on the
too.
shoulders of giants.
And me as a consumer that's gonna buy because I buy all the pay-per-views, Devin Haney's, I buy all the fights. You know, I got the zone, I do all that so I can talk shit because you got a lot of people that talk a lot of shit on the internet, but they don't even
all
spend no money on the fights. But you know, I just
all
want to
them
see
belts.
it just
You
make it a
can
little bit more spicy when the belt. It put a little
you
spice in the pot, man. Add some flavor to
no
it.
you can
So
have
when
you
you
can have
promote it,
all
it's an
those belts
undisputed welterweight
and be
championship,
you
unification, whatever.
no you can have the Tank Davis belt and be undisputed. The same way you can have the WBA Super and be undisputed. All that shit. People just go by what motherfucking the boxing association say. Oh, that's the champion because they say that that's the champion. Like, Lennox Lewis never had the WBA Super. Truth be told, he never had the WBA Super. He was undisputed, and the WBA Super was out at that time. He never had it. He was undisputed. So that's why I was like, no,
Well,
I
Lennox
don't.
beat everybody, so it was no. You can,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, everybody talking about, oh, that belt is a secondary belt. Nigga, it's the same fucking belt Lennox Lewis had. He was undisputed. He didn't have a WBA Super. He was undisputed. That's why I'm like, no, y'all go ahead and run with it. I'm not worried about them fucking belts. I'm not worried about them
Yeah,
damn belts.
they do be making that. They especially the WBA. They the worst ones. Then the WBC is next because they make up rules and weight and performing enhancing levels and they do all kind of weird crazy shit. So, but I feel you. But you know, and then the WBO they you know they clearly just want to stick with top rank. They like their paychecks over there at top rank. So it's all divided. Boxing is the wild wild west. That's what make it the best, bro. Period. Hands down.
If I was, actually, to be honest with you, if I was a goddamn fighter, I'd be like, man, fuck that championship belt. I don't want to fight for that championship belt. Just give me the big fight.
But so you can't say that because when you become a champion, your paycheck changes. You're
Yep.
recognized a little bit more. Things tapping. You know what I'm saying in the sport.
Unless you're
And it's
somebody like Ryan Garcia
I'm about
who
to
can
say,
yeah,
tap
Ryan
into a
paycheck.
fan base outside the
yeah.
sport of boxing,
Logan,
you
Jake
gotta
Paul and
go
them.
through a
You
title.
gotta,
No, what
yeah.
I'm
You
saying is,
gotta
if
go through the title.
I was a fighter, I would say, fuck them damn belts. Just give me the big fights. Fuck the damn
But you
belt.
can't do that. You can't do that because people nowadays in
Nah,
2024 they'll say, "Well, you never even had a belt. You never fought nobody." And
No,
da da
but
da
the
da. Hold
big
on, free.
fight,
Hold
but
on,
the
free.
big
I
fight
don't.
You got to
typically,
get the belt to put yourself in position to get the big fight. Look, I got the
No,
yeah.
WBA and I got the
But
IBF.
but look at
Now,
the
what's
biggest,
up? I mean,
look at the biggest fights, free. They all include belts. You look at the Canelo Alvarez. He's the undisputed champion. You gotta
I
fight him. You gotta fight for his belts. Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence.
understand what y'all saying. I'm saying if I was Tank Davis, I'd be like, fuck the damn belt. Give me the big fight. Fuck that belt. You taking 3%. If I make motherfucking $100 million, you getting 300,000 of that. Or no, 100 million. You getting 30 million of that.
so you don't want
You get
Carmel
30
to get
million.
so you don't
No,
want Carmel to
I'm
get a
about to
Okay,
say,
belt.
I
you
think
get 3
I
million.
hear
You
what
get
you're
3
saying.
million.
Yeah.
Hey,
You get
free.
3
You don't
million
want
of that.
you don't want Carmel to get a belt.
I don't care about the fucking belts. I really don't. I don't care about it.
But
I
you
don't
said
care about nothing. I don't care.
if you
I
was a
only
fighter,
want the belt if
so
the
if you're an
fighter
up and
wants the
coming
belt.
fighter, so if you are up and coming fighter, you gonna say you don't give a fuck about the belts, though? That's cap.
I
Bro.
said if I was a fighter, I would not care about the belt. I want the big fight.
It depends what kind of caliber of fighter you are. What if you're a young boy or somebody like Devin Haney who needed belts back so he can put himself in position to say now I don't need a belt. So you got to go through the belts
Yeah,
to get to
I just think that
skipping a level. You skipping a level, dog. You just
yeah,
saying if
I
I was
just
a
think that
fighter,
you're
you
talking
go
about a
jump
real.
right into Tank Davis. Or if I was Tank Davis, but Tank Davis had to do certain things and win a belt and do certain things to become, you know, who he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and free. I hear what you're saying when you say that if you were a fighter, you would say, "Fuck the belt, let's make the big fight." But again, typically, if you want a big fight, it's going to include a belt. That's just what it is. The
For
champions are
the
typically
most
the
part.
ones that are the most popular.
For the most part. But if Floyd
Back in the
Mayweather
day, it was always for the belt.
Didn't have a belt, would he be a big fight?
But he had belt. That's an if though.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
But
what I'm
guess
saying,
but guess but guess what? In every single one of his fights up until he was 50-0, or well, from the time he was 23-0 till he was 49-0, he had a belt.
what did
That
he
was
do when
something
he got
important
when
to
he
him.
won? What did he do when he won the belt?
He would either vacate it, he would
Exactly.
do a bunch of shit. He would maneuver.
Yeah, exactly. He would drop that motherfucking belt.
So he can go and win it again.
He would drop that fucking belt. He was like, "Okay, I got it. Fuck it. I don't want this fucking belt."
And then the next fight, he'd be fighting for a world title.
Yeah, but
Yep.
what I'm saying is, you don't need the fucking belt to be the big fight.
Because he'll go.
The big fight was Floyd Mayweather. The big fight was Floyd Mayweather. It wasn't the championship. It was Floyd Mayweather that was the big fight. It was a belt
involved. Most of Floyd fights was the belts was involved. Free.
But listen what I'm saying. Even if the belt is not involved, Floyd Mayweather is still the big fight. He's still the big fight, even if the belt is not involved. He is still
No,
the big fight.
that's true. That's true, Free. But still, the world title, that's just an aspect of the fight. That it just is what it is. That's always going to be an aspect of big fights. You're not always going to have a situation like Ryan Garcia and Tank. That's really a special instance.
So listen to what D Free had to say. That's saying what we've been saying about Tank all along. Tank just gives a fuck about how much money he's gonna make. He doesn't give a fuck about legacy. He doesn't give a fuck about belts. He doesn't give a fuck about his standing in history. He just wants to get paid.
He just said,
"Yep," and nothing's wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And you know what makes it cool? It's nothing wrong with it because he already told you that. I just don't know why people don't believe him.
That's what I said. I said y'all
exactly. Like I'm done getting. I'm not gonna get mad at Tank no more. Like I'm done putting expectations on him that come from me. He showed me what he's about. It just is what it is at this point.
Not only did he show you, he told you. He told you. I don't care about that. They send me a contract. They send me a name. I look at it. If the money's right, I'm a fight. That's what he said.
He cares about the money. That's why I say you got to understand who Tank Davis is. Tank Davis is not a fighter that's looking to get all of the belts. He's a fighter to get the biggest bag. If this fight is a person that ain't got nobody know, but it's the fucking biggest bag, he's taking that fight. Like if they put motherfucking Pitbull Cruz in front of him again, and they say, look, we're gonna give you $20 million to fight Pitbull Cruz again. And they said, well, you can fight Devin Haney. We're going to give you $5 million to fight Devin Haney as a guarantee.
He's fighting Pitbull Cruz.
He's fighting Pitbull Cruz.
But that's just common sense for anybody. $5 to $20 million gap.
Right. That's crazy. But nevertheless, all the youngsters that's coming up, like Cromel Moten, you want him to be world champion so he can position himself. That's why I say belts matter.
I want him to fight a new.
I'm not that anti belts don't matter type of guy. Belts matter for the youngsters. Maybe not to the superstars of the league or boxing, but for everybody else, they absolutely matter.
It should matter what you get into the sport for. You should want to be the best. You should want to be a world champion. That's what you should get in the sport for.
Right.
Some people. I'm not saying all people. Some people.
All people.
No, because all of them don't. Because Deontay Wilder didn't get into the sport of boxing.
I mean that ain't necessarily true. I mean, not everybody goes to the NFL to become a Super Bowl champion. Some people go there to make money, to get their families out of situations that that's just what it is, bro.
Like Deontay Wilder. Just like Deontay Wilder. He never got into boxing to be the world champion. He got into boxing to take care of his daughter.
Right. Same thing
exactly.
Luis Ortiz was trying to raise money for his daughter. The same thing with motherfucking Big Baby Anderson. He's trying to raise money for his brother. Them niggas wasn't getting in the sport of boxing to be the best fighter or be a world champion. They wanted the money. That's what they got in for. That's why I say
Yeah.
not
Yep.
all of them.
You
A
go
lot of them
and
do.
this,
A lot of them get in it to be the champion, but not all
So
of them.
you mean to
It's a
tell
lot
me
that get in there for
and
the
this
money.
and this is not a
you
and
mean to
this is
tell
not
me
new
Big
age
Baby
thinking.
Anderson
You got
don't want to
this
be
is
the
my
heavyweight
bad,
champion? Is that
Price
what you're
Fighter, but this
saying?
is what you say.
Saying that Big Baby Anderson don't want to be the heavyweight champion? Is that what y'all saying?
I don't think
I
he
ain't saying
cares.
that.
Not, I think he does, but I
That's
don't think he
crazy.
has the drive or the desire or the
I'm not.
passion that somebody like a
Yeah,
Richard
I don't think
Torres
he
done.
cares.
I'm not
I
saying that
think
they
he got
don't.
into
I'm
this
not saying
shit.
I'm not
I'm
saying that
saying
they
he got into
don't
this
want
shit.
to be.
He got
I'm
into this
saying
shit because he's
Y'all
good
got
at
to
it.
go. Y'all got
And
to
he can
go.
get
Y'all
paid
got to go
for it.
one at a time. Hold
yeah.
on.
I'm not
Y'all got to
saying
go
that
one
he
at a time.
don't.
Hold up, Free.
I'm not saying that.
Hold up, Free. Y'all got to go one at a time because you and Free keep
Well,
cutting each
what I
other off.
said was, this is what I said. I don't think he got into the sport thinking about any of those belts and none of that shit. He got into the sport because he's good at it and he can make money doing it. I think that's why he's fighting.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he don't want to be champion. He very well might want to be, but that's not why he got into the sport of boxing. He might want to be champion, but he didn't get in the sport of boxing to be a champion. He got in the sport of boxing to make money.
Yeah, and this is not a new age way of thinking. This has always been the sport of boxing. It's a
Yeah.
business. It's a way to make money for people that come from fucked up backgrounds. You look at Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest champion ever. He himself said he doesn't really love boxing like that. It's just a business to him. So I don't really have a problem with it with guys that or with Free's way of thinking that, oh, let's make the big fight, fuck the belt.
I mean,
That
think
just is
about
what
it.
it is.
Think about it. You can look at the NBA, the NFL, all major sports. There are some guys who got into the sport because they love it and they just want to be the very best at it. And there are some guys who play basketball or football because they're good at it and it pays them well.
I see the main reason why I say forget the belts is because of all of the politics behind the belts. They want to maneuver the champion around and not fight the best fight. I don't like if there's a champion like Devin Haney, he wants to fight the big fight. I don't mind him being a champion, but when you got guys that's the champion and they try to maneuver around from fighting the big fights, that's when I'm like, man, the motherfucking belts don't mean nothing to me. The belts don't mean nothing to me.
Now that I agree with you on that, Free.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero ain't trying to be the best fighter ever.
Nope.
He's trying to get paid.
That's what I don't mind if they move the correct way. I don't mind you being champion. You could be a champion, but like Canelo Alvarez, they like BVO always say, oh, Canelo don't have to fight David Benavidez. He ain't doing nothing. The nigga became your mandatory. What else do you want that man to do? He's your mandatory. There's nothing else for him to do. What you do is you work your way up the ranks.
I'm different on that, Free. I think Alvarez will fight him. I just think he's gonna fight him last. I think he will fight him.
I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he won't. I'm saying he needs to fight that man next. He's your man
for his legacy. Now, if you look at it from a financial standpoint, for who Canelo Alvarez is, he don't need to fight nobody. He's done enough.
Hold on. Does he really need to fight him though, Sheldon?
He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to fight
when you look at. Hold on, but let me ask you.
Hold on, one at a time.
No, I'm talking about for his legacy. Period. Did Floyd need to fight Keith Thurman or Kell Brook or any of those young guys at that time when he was old and he was still at the top? So I don't really think it affects his legacy that much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
People might hate it, but nah.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you, Marky. He doesn't need to fight
anyway.
He's done enough in his career,
exactly,
where he doesn't have to fight anyone if he chooses not to. He's done enough. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Hold on, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, regardless of what we say. He doesn't need to fight anyone. Now, for pride, if he chooses that he wants his legacy to be remembered in a certain way, he needs to fight the guy. But bottom line, he really
especially
doesn't
if he wants to
fight.
be remembered as the Mexican GOAT, because Chavez gave De La Hoya a chance.
Hey, good look,
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I say I don't care about these damn belts. Because as long as he holds those damn belts, if this man is your next mandatory, you need to fight him. If you say he doesn't need to fight him, then he needs to drop that belt. That's what he
Yeah, he can
needs
do
to do.
that too.
That's
He
what I'm
can do
talking
that
about.
too.
I'm
Yeah, he can
talking
do that
about
too.
as long as he holds
Canelo
those
Alvarez,
belts. That's what I'm
he
talking
can
about.
retire tomorrow. He can retire tomorrow, and without fighting David Benavidez, people gonna say what they're gonna say about Canelo either way. Damn it if he do, damn it if he don't. So it don't really matter. But I agree with you, Free. He does need to fight him or drop the belt.
Yeah, I'm talking about as long as he's holding those belts. Now, if he dropped those belts, no, he don't need to fight that man next. He could do whatever he want to do. That's why I said Canelo could do whatever he want to do. But as long as he got those belts, he cannot do whatever he want to do. His obligation is to fight your mandatory. That's your only obligation as a champion is to fight your mandatory. Once you drop that belt or once you lose that belt, you free to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You free to do whatever. But as long as you're a champion, your only obligation is to fight your
So
mandatory.
what's going on with Canelo Alvarez right now at the moment? What's going on with him? He laying low right now.
All I'm hearing is Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, that's a disgrace that PBC would even put that on Prime. They knew. I don't know why they would want to do that.
That's
But
only if Jaime get past John Ryder, because that's not an easy walk.
nope.
That's not an
And
easy
I
walk.
hope John Ryder dog walk him too, because I don't like Jaime Munguia. He got all them damn fights. He never been a champion, and he's been a mandatory forever.
He's been a
And
champion.
he been a champion.
Yeah, he been a
Yeah,
champion.
All
154.
right, well, I don't like him, bro. He ain't that good to me.
Yeah, I don't like him either, especially when you look at how Andre got treated, and this dude ducked Andre for 3 years. He was his mandatory, and now
He
he's
ducked
getting a
everybody.
Canelo fight when he's done nothing.
I hope that fight don't happen. I hope that nobody's asking for that. The fans, we don't want that. We're gonna bash the fight. We're not gonna buy it. They're gonna inflate the numbers probably. I'm just so sick of with how that Canelo moves sometimes. I don't want to. He needs to be fighting Benavidez next, or he needs to be. They see. You know what? They probably gonna throw Jamal Charlo in there over. Who you just say? You said who you just say? Jaime. They probably throw Jamal Charlo in there. You know, he won his fight, so you probably will see Jamal Charlo. He beat the twins. You can market that. He's trying to get revenge for his twin brother. I'm Big Charlo. I'm gonna show you why I'm undefeated. Yada yada yada. And I think that fight is gonna happen next. Me personally, but I wouldn't put it past that Jaime Munguia easy touch. Canelo would knock him out in like 6 rounds. It'd be shattered glass all over the ring like a Amir Khan, dog.
Yeah, I don't like I said. I don't like it. I hope John Ryder wins this fight.
Me too, bro.
But I mean, Canelo still got 2 more fights left on PBC, so we know it's going to most likely be a PBC fighter. Whoever he fights next is going to be most likely a PBC fighter. So
Correct.
I don't know who it
I
is.
see Jamal.
He's been quiet, and it very well could be because they're trying to convince him to fight David Benavidez, because David Benavidez has been quiet too. We haven't heard anything about David Benavidez. We haven't seen him, haven't heard from him. So they very well could be talking behind the scenes trying to make that fight.
He kind of got robbed out of Fighter of the Year too. People wasn't talking about him enough as Fighter of the Year. He went out and beat Plant.
Man, he didn't deserve Fighter of the Year.
He beat 2 decent fighters, bro. He beat 2 really good fighters.
Yeah, no, I said
decent fighters. That don't earn you Fighter of the Year, though. Come on, guys.
But he beat an undefeated Andre when nobody wanted to fight Andre. Canelo ducked Andre. Everybody said, "Oh, he the boogeyman." Da da da. David Benavidez made him quit.
I guess, but Andre was past his best.
Marky, those was big wins.
And he's moving it. That's his second fight in the weight class. It's like, and then Caleb Plant already got stopped by Canelo in 11. It's like that don't compare to a Nui becoming. Well, I'm just saying, Price. That don't compare to a Nui becoming undisputed in another weight class in a year and some change. That don't compare to what Devin Haney did against Lomachenko and Prograis. Like, that's just my opinion, bro.
I mean, I didn't overlook David Benavidez. I said he was in the running
Yeah, that's what I
Fighter
meant
of the
for. He was
Year.
in. People
Yeah,
didn't
he
get
was in the
enough. He didn't
running.
get enough. He
Oh,
didn't get
okay. If
enough
you
credit.
want to say he in
Yeah,
the running,
my
okay.
fighter of the year. My fighter of the year personally was Devin Haney. What he did at his age, what he did was amazing. So
Yeah, I gave it to Devin Haney too. I mean, I went back and forth between Devin Haney and Monster anyway. I went back and forth. I think I leaned towards Monster because of the fact that he did win undisputed in the
nah,
second weight class in a little over a year. So
I might
I
have
think
had
I
him
did.
in.
I think
I
I
might have
did
had him
lean.
in third place. I had Devin first. Then I had Terrence Crawford with a big win because you could argue they were number one and number two, or some three, whatever you want to say. They were top pound for pound fighting for undisputed. So that win trumped a lot of. Even though he fought once, that one big win trumped two
Yeah, I didn't.
wins that somebody did. I didn't. So
The
I
the
had Terrence Crawford at number two, and then I had the kid Inouye, and then Benavidez.
I'm not mad at that.
the thing.
I didn't give it Terrence Crawford. I didn't put Terrence Crawford up there. Terrence Crawford was like
I had
number
to.
three. Because he only
I
had
ain't mad
one
at that.
fight.
Yeah,
Because he
I
only
ain't
had
mad at
one
that.
fight. He was
It's all
number
Yeah.
three.
opinionated. It's
But
all an
I did
opinion.
give Terrence Crawford Performance of the Year. I gave him
Mm,
Performance of the Year.
okay. See,
Yeah,
it's all
that's
an
about
opinion.
how I feel about it. Because
Yeah.
Crawford, I don't think you could win that award with only one fight. I don't care
But
who
that
you are,
one fight was
unless
significant.
you fucking Bivol moving up and you beat Tyson Fury or something like that. There's no way you could do that with one fight.
People
But
say that fight
for
was they built
me,
that
in
up for Hagler, Hearns, and
what?
shit like that. That they were saying the Hagler Hearns. They was comparing that fight to that.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was a big
Crawford and Spence.
significant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was a
Um,
big win for
Yeah.
Bud Crawford. I had him at number two.
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
absolutely,
but
and it deserved that type of hype with the
Yeah,
way how both fighter styles was, the
yeah.
fan bases, the way how we were going back and forth. But
Mhm.
when you talk about fighter of the year, like I said, it was a Nui for me. It's just the two knockouts, the two performances, but not only that, moving straight up and going after Fulton, not really mincing his words or playing any games about it. That was a really big factor for me. Um, on top of the performances, Devin Haney, people don't give him that enough credit for Lomachenko. I really don't feel like he does get enough credit for that. People kind of just brush it aside or they don't give him this credit because they say, "Oh, it was a gift." It was a close fight that could have went either way. Danny moved up and beat Prograis in one-sided fashion. So those I feel like were the only two viable options for fighter of the year. Bud
it,
Crawford, respectfully, I put in third place as well.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
and
But
the reason why that was another reason why Monster anyway edged out Devin Haney is because of the performance with Loma. It was so close that I scored it a draw, and I wasn't mad if you had Loma winning. I wasn't mad if you had Devin Haney winning. I had it a draw, and that's the reason why I edged out Monster anyway because Monster
Monster,
anyway knocked out both his opponents and he moved up to a weight class, and those was his first two fights at that weight class, and he knocked both of them out and became undisputed. So that's why I edged out Monster
the
over Devin Haney.
the reason why I had Monster at three is because those was that Stephen Fulton shocked me. I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong like a motherfucker on that one. That Marlon Tables, nobody really knew who he was. And he's fought all this fight. He make you come over there in Japan, make you have to live that lifestyle for a little while, and then he has all the advantages. He ain't come over here and do that. So that's a little smudge on that, for me. But it's all an opinion, like the pound for pound list or your fighter of the year. But that's why I had the kid at third. But I ain't knocking him though. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see. He fighting what's his kid name? The Spanish
Levy,
kid. Yeah.
Levy or something like
Louis
that.
Neri.
Yeah. That's a nice fight. I ain't mad at that. You know what I mean? He looks like he's trying to fight people that's notable. So but
No, Neri has been talking shit about him for years.
yeah.
So
Well, he get to fight now,
and
so he
Nui,
might as
and
well say,
Nui, it looked like to me, and Nui is that type of dude. If you say his name, he's gonna answer.
yeah. But
That's just
he
what it
hasn't come
is.
over here. Has he fought over here yet?
Yeah, he's fought over. He's fought
Fought in
stateside
America.
twice, and like I said in the comment, he fought over there in Scotland once when he fought
Yeah, I
Edwin
like to see him.
Rodriguez.
I'd like to see him come over here and fight more and become a pay-per-view attraction over here. I think he has the potential. You know, the old media, they love him. So
I mean, he doesn't really need to. That's the thing, though.
Yeah, he
Prize.
doesn't. He doesn't.
This
He
isn't
doesn't.
like Manny Pacquiao, because Manny Pacquiao came from the Philippines, which is a third world. Well, I'm not gonna say a third world country. I can't speak on what their infrastructure looks like, but it's
I
not
feel you though.
America. It's not
I feel
Japan,
you.
and Japan it's massive, bro. There's a lot of money over there. So I knew he don't
Hey
need to
man,
come over here. I would like to see him in the future make a big fights over here,
and you
especially
don't
when he
want to see a
moves up to
Newey in
featherweight.
Vegas. You don't want to see him on pay-per-view over here in Vegas at Madison
I
Square
I don't know if
with
he's gonna be.
Barclays.
Absolutely.
And you
Who
don't want to
wouldn't
see him
want to see
fighting.
that?
You
Because
don't want to see him
he's
fighting
must see TV, bro.
Staples.
I
You
don't
don't want
know
to
if
see him
they're gonna
fighting
put him.
Staples
I don't know if
what's a new stadium in Vegas where the
I don't know
Raiders
if they're
play. You
gonna
don't
put
want to
him
see
on
him
pay
in
per
there,
view though.
bro.
I don't know if they'll put
That's
him on pay per
crazy.
view.
I guess he's not marketable like they say he is. Then
I don't know if they'll put him on pay per view because Top Rank don't do pay per views like that. So
well,
I don't know if
I
they'll put him
think
on.
it all just depends on the fight.
yeah.
And I keep
And
saying it to
and
people.
and if they go with if Amazon does buy Top Rank, I don't know how they're gonna do their pay per
But
view.
free, this is the point. They do pay-per-view over there in Japan
No, they
for
do
all his fights.
they do
So
that
it's
because they
like
have to.
he got his own so it's like he doesn't really need the American pay-per-view
Yeah.
market. That's what
No,
I'm saying. They don't need to tap into that just yet. It's not something that they should be a rush or that they should be in a rush for.
no, what I'm saying is they do pay per view over there because they have to. It's not because they want to, it's because they have to. That's how they do their viewings over there. Is through pay per view. But
That's something new that New he's bringing. Because they didn't really do pay-per-views in Japan until 2022.
2022.
Yeah.
I mean, I like I said, I don't know. I mean, here he will make more money over here than he would over there, but
Yeah.
it's he's not going to be a pay per view attraction just yet. He got to get his name up first in America because most people in America don't know who Monster Anyway is because he fights
He
at
fights
5
at
o'clock in
4 in the
the morning.
morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So most
So it's
people don't
hard
know.
to.
So he got to build his name up over here before he
Yeah.
could be a pay per
And I
view
want to
attraction.
see him. I want to see him walk down in Vegas, and I want to see him come in Madison Square and do his thing, bro.
The only
That's
people
all
that
I'm
know who
saying.
Monster Anyway is people that follow boxing on a regular basis.
Yeah.
If you don't follow boxing on a regular basis,
Yeah.
you don't know who the fuck Monster.
AKA
If somebody say Monster Anyway, they're gonna
Exactly.
be thinking about David Benavidez. You say
right,
Monster Anyway, they're gonna think about
right.
David
Exactly.
Benavidez.
Because you heard did you hear Chad Johnson? Did you hear Ocho Cinco's pound for pound list? That motherfucker
No.
had Caleb Plant at number 6 on that bitch.
Yeah, who?
Inoue wasn't even on there. So that just tells you everything you need to know when you think about casuals.
Yeah,
They don't know who
I be
Inoue is over
trying
here.
to tell y'all. These casuals do not know these boxers that y'all be talking about. They know. I'm like, dog, they really don't know these boxers like that. They really don't, cause I speak to a lot of people, cause I wear my shirt around, I wear a BFTB shirt and stuff like that. So they be like, hey, you do boxing? I was like, you box? I'm like, no, I got a YouTube channel. I do boxing on YouTube. And they were like, oh, and I be talking to them about boxing. These motherfuckers really do not be knowing these motherfucking boxers. All they know is the big names. If it's not a big name, them motherfuckers don't know them. They know who Earl is. They know who Bud is. They know Tank. They know Canelo. They know Floyd, of course. And Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's about it.
Jake Paul, and damn.
No, I met at least 15 people last week at the grocery store because I had my shirt on, and they stopped me and was asking me, do I box? And I was like, no, I got a YouTube channel. These motherfuckers do not know who Anthony Joshua is.
Nope.
I believe that.
They didn't know who the fuck Anthony Joshua was. They knew who Tyson Fury was. They knew Deontay Wilder. They didn't know nothing about Anthony Joshua. I was like, y'all not gonna watch the fight? They're like, what fight? I'm like, the Anthony Joshua, he's fighting the main event. Deontay Wilder fighting on. They're like, I know who Deontay Wilder is. Who's Anthony Joshua? I'm like, the big dude from the UK. They're like, I don't know. I said, the black dude, he look like a motherfucker, black ass Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're like, I don't know who that is. They literally don't know him.
Yeah, it's only the stars, like you said, Canelo and Gervonta Tank. It's some other couple guys, and I know
it's a few of them.
The people that I know in my life, the casual boxing fans, they don't be knowing shit. They be asking me the same thing, and I be like trying to explain to them, and then it's hard to explain the belts and all that to them because they just only read or see what they see, you know, on them certain websites or whatever. They're not even tapped into YouTube boxing. So we got a small community.
I had a motherfucker literally try to argue me down and told me that Tank Davis was undisputed. I said, no, Tank Davis is not undisputed. He has one belt.
Yeah.
He was like, he's the champion, right? I said, yeah, he's a champion. He's not the champion. I said, he's a champion. They were like, no, he's undisputed. I said, no, Tank Davis has never been undisputed. I said, he's never been undisputed. I said, that man has never been unified. I said, no, he's not. They were like, how many belts you got to have? I said, you got to have 4. He only has 1. They're like, you got to have 4 belts? They're like, what happened to just having 3? I said, no, that was gone years ago. That was the early 2000s that the 3-belt era went away. I'm like, you got to have 4 belts to be undisputed. I'm like, this man literally, he was arguing me up and down that Tank Davis was undisputed. I'm like, no, that man has 1 belt. He's not.
The last undisputed champ that I remember in the 3-belt era was damn Corey Spinks. I could be forgetting somebody, but he was, or Zab. It was one of them. Like, they was the only, then that WBL, I don't know. 4 belts is a lot.
Yeah, Jermaine. No. Actually, it was a cruiserweight champ. I can't remember his name. O'Neal Bell. I don't know if y'all remember him.
Damn, I ain't
the
heard
Jamaican.
that in years. He had 3 belts.
Yeah, he was the cruiserweight champion. Undisputed cruiserweight champion.
When you said Corey Spence, I remember Corey Spence, but prior to you saying Corey Spence, the last undisputed 3-belt champion I remember is Lennox Lewis. Prior to you saying Corey Spence. When you said Corey Spence, I was like, oh yeah, Corey Spence was undisputed.
Yeah. That's crazy. Corey,
and that's another fighter who was undisputed, who's not in the Hall of Fame as well. Corey Spence and Jermaine Taylor. Both of them.
Now, Jermaine on that list, ain't he?
No, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he's not a Hall of Famer.
But Jermaine is a little more black and white. Or excuse me, it's not clear. Because he has a lot of big nights in the sport, but he also has a lot of bad nights.
He did
like
win
against Kelly Pavlik and Carl Froch.
And that Australian boy, Arthur Abraham.
I think Corey Spinks deserves to get in.
I think it's Corey and Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine did win the belt at 68 eventually. And then he got
he did. He won a belt at 68. But you gotta remember, Jermaine beat Bernard Hopkins twice.
2 times.
He got the undisputed title, and then he defended it against Bernard Hopkins. He beat that man twice. And I'm like, hold up, this man is not in the Hall of Fame? He beat a Hall of Famer twice.
Right.
Well, let me ask you a question. Is Vernon Forrest in the Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
I would say no.
No. Well, I answer it. No, he's not in the Hall of Fame. No. And he beat Shane Mosley twice, back to back.
He lost to Mayorga twice, back to back. He got knocked out.
Jermaine. My point. Yeah, Jermaine Taylor lost to a lot of people.
Yeah, but
that's my whole point.
But Jermaine Taylor was undisputed.
Yeah.
Vernon Forrest was never undisputed. I don't even know if Vernon Forrest was ever a champion. He might have been.
He was a champion multiple times.
Yeah. And he lost the belt to he lost the belts to Mayorga and then Corey.
Oh, that's right. He got it from Shane Mosley and lost to Mayorga.
And Corey Spinks beat Mayorga for undisputed.
Mm-hmm. Corey
Yeah.
smoked Mayorga. Mayorga couldn't hit him. Mayorga was frustrated like a mother. Corey was not about to get any exchanges. Corey was.
But that's
Corey,
why.
that was his
That's why.
best fight.
And the reason why I say that is because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Devin Haney's going to the Hall of Fame. He's undisputed." No, that's not necessarily true. Because if his career ends right now, he is not a Hall of Famer. He is not.
I don't know. They let anybody in, so I would say he is.
No, he's not. He hasn't done more than Jermaine Taylor.
He did more than Rocky.
He hasn't done more than Jermaine Taylor.
He did more than Rocky Balboa.
No,
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Jermaine Taylor did
I
more than
don't
Rocky
know
Balboa.
if he were to retire right now.
He's not a Hall of Famer if he retire right now.
I don't know. He definitely wouldn't be first ballot. That's all I'm gonna say.
You can name only one person who might go to the Hall of Fame, and that's Lomachenko. That Devin Haney has fought.
What makes Lomachenko go to the Hall of Fame? What has he really done?
I'm not saying that as a guarantee, but a lot of people always say Lomachenko is going to the Hall of Fame. I'm not saying that
ain't done that. He lost to a journeyman and a prospect right out
that's
the
what
gate.
I'm saying.
I mean, he's probably going to the Hall of Fame. The media loves him, so that's just what that's going to be.
He has a complexion for the protection, so yeah. I mean, again, that's why I said Devin Haney's a Hall of Famer too. Then,
and see that's the thing. I don't know what the fucking Hall of Fame criteria is to make it into the Hall of Fame. Like with the
there
NFL,
is none.
With the NFL,
they have a
go
fictional character in there. They have a
NBA,
fictional
they go off your
character.
stats.
Free. They have a fictional character in the Boxing Hall of Fame, okay?
Right.
So that lets me know that's just a joke.
You don't know what the criteria is because you got motherfuckers who you like Jermaine Taylor, who you say, okay, and Corey Spence, who you say, okay, yeah, it ain't been a lot of undisputed champions. These motherfuckers should be in the Hall of Fame. And the motherfuckers are not. Especially in the Full Belt era.
Jannar Hernandez should be in the Hall of Fame.
In the Full Belt era, but there's only what?
Bernard?
There's only 8 or 9 undisputed champions in the Full Belt era, and Jermaine Taylor was like the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they let anybody in the Boxing Hall of Fame. They should put Drago in there. He beat Rocky, so that Hall of Fame shit. There is no criteria. It's about who you like, who they like. It's a joke. Boxing.
One thing I do like about the Hall of Fame, though, is they only allow 3 people in per year. I do appreciate that. That's something I can give them credit for doing.
Yeah, that's cool. But nevertheless,
who made it this past year? Who made it to the Hall of Fame this past year?
Timothy Bradley, Bernard, and I think Floyd.
Timothy Bradley got in. He had lost all 3 of the Pacquiao fights to me. He had some good wins. I think he beat Lamont Peterson and what's the other kid from St. Louis?
He beat Ruslan Provodnikov in that war.
Yeah, that was a good
fight
fight.
of the year.
What's the other kid? Devin Alexander. That was a good win. He got some other good wins in there. But, he's borderline Hall of Fame to me. So, I guess.
I don't think Timothy Bradley did more than Jermaine Taylor neither.
Nah. Jermaine Taylor got a way better resume than Timothy Bradley, bro. With the Kelly Pavliks, the Bernard
Hopkins. That's your opinion.
No, the Kelly Pavliks, the Bernard Hopkins, the Arthur Abrahams, the Carl Froches. He got some.
The Manny Pacquiao, the Juan Manuel Marquez.
He beat Corey Spinks.
He didn't beat Corey Spinks. That fight was a draw, and he should have lost that fight.
That fight
even his own trainer, Emmanuel Stewart, said he should have lost that fight.
He said it was Thomas said it was Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton got into the Hall of Fame.
No, Ricky Hatton did. Oh, did he get in this year?
He got elected this year.
Okay. No, Floyd and Bernard. You know what it is? Floyd and Bernard got in 2022. They got in last year.
And what the fuck did Ricky Hatton do to get into the Hall of Fame that Jermaine Taylor didn't do?
Beat
I
Costa.
mean, he beat Casazu.
Okay.
He was
A
dominant at
100 years
140.
ago. He beat
So you
Costa
trying to tell
100
me
years
when
ago.
Jermaine Taylor beat the Executioner, Bernard Hopkins wasn't dominant? Bernard Hopkins was running through
I mean,
everybody as he
I'm
lost
not
before.
disagreeing with you, D3. I think he should be in the Hall of
That's what I'm
Fame.
saying. That's what I'm saying. This man definitely belongs to the Hall of Fame. If Ricky Hatton made it in there.
Yeah, TD
Ricky
Sports. Your
Hatton?
comments is showing. I see you, homie. Shout out to you.
Ricky
I don't
Hatton
know, bro.
over Jermaine Taylor? Nah, hell no.
I guess another factor in it is the fact that Ricky Hatton was involved in some of the biggest nights in the sport, and
He
the
got
Bernard
knocked out
fights
by
were
them
big,
motherfuckers.
but they weren't.
He got knocked
That's
out
a
by them
fact. That's a
motherfuckers.
fact. That's a fact. That's a
He
fact.
got melted.
True.
He got melted.
He got
TD
knocked
got
out by
melted.
Manny Pacquiao. He got knocked out by Floyd. He got
And
his
I mean,
somebody
but
else whooped his ass too.
he also had a crazy following. D3, you got to think about that too. He had a crazy fan base, followed him everywhere,
Yeah, well, them
filled up
UK fans,
stadiums.
they do show up and show out down. They got some good fans, boy. Them fans are so loyal. It's a shame that Americans don't treat their fighters the way the UK. That's what makes me do
That's
like the
because
UK
you
and the
know why?
people, because the way they treat their fighters, they don't care what color you are. You represent the UK. They got a song for you. They show up, they drink, they party, they sell out the Wembley, and
You
they
know
don't
why
do
that
that for the
is?
Americans.
You know why that is? Because America is built up off of other motherfucking countries. That's why. We got so many other countries that live here and have babies here, so now they're Americans, but in all actuality, they from another country. Their family is from another country, so they ride with that country. But they live in America. That's
They'll
why.
root for a foreigner before they'll root for one of the Americans. Because most of the
That's
American
like
fighters, most of the
like
American
David
fighters are
Benavidez.
black.
David Benavidez
No,
is an American.
Most of the
David
American fighters
Benavidez
are
is an
black.
but
American.
no, I think it's
America
just
has a
that
hard
over
time
here is.
supporting them.
I think that over here is just that it's too big.
No,
Whereas
I
over
mean,
there in the UK, it's much smaller. It's much more locale. Where if a kid comes up in his community and he starts to gain a following over there, it can start to spread through his city, and that could be his following. They could follow him over across the pond. Or you even look at somebody like Conor McGregor. His whole country, Dublin, just followed behind him.
No matter
I
what.
don't know, bro. They just got a different culture behind it over there.
If Terrence Crawford had
Follow it.
blonde hair and blue eyes, he'd be on the front of every Sweetie Box sports magazine, ESPN. He'd be all over the place.
You think so?
Yes, 100%.
oh
They
hell
don't
yeah!
have
If
they don't have a fighter
if
that
Terrence
look
Crawford
like them to put on ESPN to be
no,
clean cut and to do all those things. They don't have nobody like
I
that because
mean, but
the American fighters the American fighters are black. All the dominant American fighters are black. So they don't and they talk shit, they come and drop nigga. I'm gonna let you go free. They be talking nigga. It's a nigga fest when you get up there. The N-word there, over there. They don't care. They on TV. They don't care if they in front of white people. They don't care. The young boys don't care. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have nobody from America that they want to push because they don't have to look because all of them great American fighters are black boys, and even in the past.
That's why they was pushing.
I mean, but can you blame them?
That's why they was pushing Loma so much. That's why they was pushing Loma.
Yeah, but I mean, can you blame him? You look at Shakur Stevenson, the shit he's talking. You look at Tank Davis, the shit he's done in his life and career. I mean, can you blame him?
If Devin Haney had a blonde hair and blue eyes, think about how on top of the world he'd be worth $100 million right now.
Oh, absolutely. I think the thing that really fucked up Devin Haney was that comment he made about white boys and how he'd never get beat by a white boy.
I'm gonna tell you
if
right
it wasn't
now,
for that, I think he'd be much more popular. Go ahead, Free.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if Tank Davis was white, this man will be the biggest pay-per-view star in America.
Ever. He'd be doing 2 and 3 million pay-per-views a night, bro.
Tank Davis, I don't care about his hit and run. His hit and run, you would have never heard about it. the issues that he had with his baby mother, you would have never
Nope.
heard about
They
it.
swept it right under the rug.
Nope.
If
Because
Tank
that's
Davis
the
Swept it
was
right under the
Tank
same
Davis
shit
was
they
white,
used to do with Oscar. Oscar had two minor cases for all the way back in the 90s. They never bring that shit up.
Nope.
Never. Especially with how petty Larry Merchant at HBO is. They never bring that shit up. Or all the other weird stuff he did outside
Exactly.
the ring. But any chance they get, they
Exactly.
could to drive a knife in Floyd's side, they do it. Any chance they get.
If
That's
they
just what it
had,
is, man.
could you imagine if the stars over
Because
here?
Oscar had that look to him.
Yep, he had that golden boy, pretty boy, clean cut look that America wants, and they don't want to market Javante Davis with all the tattoos. He got braids in his hair. He got tattoos on his face. He got them all on his legs, all over his body. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want that. They want a kid that look like Canelo. What does he look like? Canelo don't look like a damn Mexican. He look like he's from damn Ireland somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he got that look. Canelo has the look. They want you to have that look, bro. If you don't have that look, you gotta be something different. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder. He
I
was
don't.
too black for everybody. He was
I
too
don't even
black.
think it was. I don't even think it was the tattoos because if you look at Conor McGregor, he got tattoos everywhere. They love the hell out of Conor McGregor.
That's true, but I'm just saying, that make it worse for us. He ain't Javante Davis is an African American guy, so
Yeah,
Conor McGregor can wear tattoos. They're not allowed to. So
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
when it's time to get on ESPN, they don't want it. You know what I mean? They don't want it. They want a guy like Anui who's going to be humble. Well, Anui, he be talking his shit too, though. But they want somebody that's going to be humble like Manny Pacquiao. That's why he's so freaking humble. You know what I'm saying? And he goes back and show up and show out for his country. You know what I'm saying? And man, that's why Manny Pacquiao, could you imagine if he would have beat Floyd Mayweather? Oh, my God, bro. They'll root for anybody. They'll root for a foreigner before they root for Keyshawn Davis or Jerron Bruce Ennis or one of these new kids, Terrence Crawford, too.
Oh,
He should be a
speaking
mega
of
star right now.
speaking of Manny Pacquiao, he let the cat out the bag that he's about to fight Floyd Mayweather in a rematch. He let the
I
cat
don't
out the
want to see
bag.
it. I don't want to see
I
them
don't want
brothers
to see
fight
it.
again.
I don't want to see it neither. But that he definitely said
Floyd
that
ain't
at
gonna do
at
that again.
I
He
don't know.
did say it though.
Floyd might do it again. He might do it
Floyd,
again if it's going
Floyd
to
I
be
don't
if
want
mean,
it's
to
going to be
shoot.
do.
money.
Floyd don't want to. Floyd don't want to
They
let the
doing it with
Saudis.
Risen. They probably gonna put the money up for it. That's
That's
what
what
I
I'm about to say.
told y'all.
If the money's right,
They
Floyd is
got
doing it.
money over there in Japan.
That I don't know if it's going to be in Japan because Manny
Yeah, I
Pacquiao
saw it. It was
he's
on the
from
Risen
Philippines.
promotion, D3.
Oh, uh, I don't know why he would do it in Japan. He's from the Philippines. I think he would do it at his hometown.
I mean, it's whoever put the money up. That's
Yeah,
really what
nobody
it's
want to
about.
see that fight. I don't think Floyd wants to give Manny Pacquiao the opportunity to even. Because if the fight is close
Yeah,
or
Floyd
whatever,
don't give a fuck about an opportunity. What the hell are you talking about? It's
I
about
don't
money.
think Floyd. That is true though. If they got the right amount of money, but they're gonna have to pay Floyd some more than some $20 million what they was doing fighting him when he was in the UK fighting that kid. You know what I'm saying? Or that
I
YouTube
don't even
out
believe
of
if this fight is gonna happen because I mean they
Oh,
said they were gonna fight years before the exhibition. Then they
yeah.
said they were gonna do a
yeah.
celebrity basketball game. Then they said we're gonna do a tag team match with South Poppy and the other dude can't remember his name. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean I
Oh,
don't know.
I meant to tell y'all. I didn't tell y'all. I got a campaign going on. I hope y'all help me with my campaign. I'm trying to be the next YouTuber to fight Floyd. That nigga Floyd giving out $5 million to fight YouTubers. I take that shit.
All right, for real.
I
Absolutely.
I take the $5 million. Niggas like nigga, you gonna get
So
knocked the
what?
fuck out. I don't
No, he
give a
not.
fuck
Floyd don't
about.
be trying to knock you out
Nah, we
though.
gonna get you in shape, free. We gonna get
I
you the
don't
right
I
fights. We
don't
gonna
care if
put
I
you in the
do
right
get knocked.
position.
I sleep with $1 million sitting on my as my pillow. I mean
And
five
I'm gonna
million
go
sitting on my
hire,
pillow. I'll
and
be sleep.
hey,
What?
free. And I'm gonna
Yeah,
go hire
man.
bare minimum trainers. They're gonna be my friends. I'm gonna hire bare minimum everything. So I'm gonna keep my budget gonna be real low with my camp. So I don't gotta pay all these trainers and stuff. You feel me?
Yep.
I'm,
My,
I saw that. I was like, what?
but
Floyd
free gonna
fighting
pay
YouTubers?
me.
Oh,
Y'all gonna pay me for that advice.
Oh,
What
I'm
is
gonna
y'all
pay y'all
talking
though.
about?
Trust and believe, y'all gonna get paid. Trust and believe, anybody that help me out is definitely gonna get paid. But
Yeah,
I
for
am trying
sure.
to get that fight for sure. I'm trying to get that fight. Niggas like,
But
dog,
you
you
ain't
gonna
gonna
get
get
fucked
paid
up.
what you
I
think.
don't
You
care.
ain't gonna get paid what you think messing with me.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because I'm helping you out. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing you. I can go get somebody else to do it for cheaper, but I'm bringing you. You know what
What if
Oh
you
man.
what if you impersonate what if you impersonate Gary and you talk shit and act like you Gary and you want to fight? Man, maybe that might draw him out of high. That's gonna be so funny.
Shit, he probably seen that shit like this nigga Gary Russell. He calling me out now. I thought he wanted to take. God damn,
Yeah.
this
Yeah, I
nigga
do want to
won't
see.
stop.
I want to see Mr. Gary Russell get back in the ring, man. He was talking a lot of shit, but I want to see him get back in there, man. It's some fights
I,
out there for Gary Russell, man. People
I
keep
I
writing
like
him off.
I like how he was talking about Chris Colbert. I really like how he was talking about. That's a good fight. If that's who he
I
wants
want
to
him
come
to
back.
fight Chris Colbert. I want like a lot of people say they want to see him fight Tank.
He
I
was
don't want
talking spicy about Chris
his first
Colbert.
fight back with Tank. Not saying that he's scared of Tank or Tank will beat him. I don't know. I'm gonna ride with my family regardless. But his first fight back, he's been out of the ring for almost 2 years. His first fight back, I want to see him get in there with Chris Colbert. I don't know if he's going to come back because he's right now he's focused on training his brothers.
Training.
So I don't know if he's going to
You
come
know
back.
what I want to see? You know what I want to see him do, Free? I want to see him go in there and beat that damn Chinese boy up again because he beat him up with one hand the
Oh,
first time.
Maseo.
Mark Maxwell. I want him to get back in there with him and
Oh
whoop
yeah, I
his
wouldn't mind that
ass one
rematch.
time for the one time.
Oh yeah, I would love to see that rematch.
That'll be an easy fight for him to win because he'll have
Matter
two
of
hands
fact,
this time,
it,
and he can go get some cobwebs knocked off and then jump in there with Cobra and jump in the mix, man. It's some paydays out there for Gary
I
Russell.
think that would be a great retirement fight. As a matter of fact, because I think
Mark
he's really
Maxwell.
trying to move or shift. Yeah, I think he's really trying to shift more towards being a trainer now. Because you see it, Gary
Yeah,
Antoine Russell, he's ready to compete for a world title, and I think that that's what Gary's going to be. Well, I mean, I don't know the man personally, so I can't say, but I think that's what he's going to be investing his time in more instead of his own
No,
career from now on.
he's already invested in his brother. That's who they're training. They're not looking for another trainer. Gary is their trainer, so he's investing his time in his brother. But he did say he wants to come back, and he said he wasn't coming back at 126. But I don't know if he's still thinking that way because that was last year. So I don't know if he's still thinking like that. He might have changed his mind. I don't know.
Gary Miles will go ahead and jump in the mix at 35 and 40. He can make them weight easily, and there's some fights up there for him, man. He might as well go ahead and do that, man. Gary, he might as well go ahead and get cash out and then because I think he could beat Cobra, and I think I I definitely can know he could beat Max Sayo again, and I want to see Gary Russell get back in there. I don't know, maybe fight, maybe you can get Tevin Farmer, see what he up to. Um, just somebody, man. I want to see Gary Russell get back. I don't want to see him just fade to black. Where I like what he's doing with his bro though, with his young bull. So that's cool. You know what I mean? But I want to see Mr. Gary Russell because I like his style personally. Me.
Yeah, I think he will. I don't like I said, I don't know if he's going to come back, but I would love to see him come back.
Man, me too. Shout out Mr. Gary Russell. He it's some fights up there for he can make 35, bro. He said he could make 47 to fight Terrence. So I know he could definitely make 35. And
Oh
I
yeah,
think he could beat some of them bulls up there too.
he can make 35. That's not a problem. I mean, he's probably walking around like around 145, 150 right now.
I like to see him get in
They
there and knock
prize,
some. I like to see him knock
they
some
pr-
cobwebs off and then get in there. Let him get in there with that Inui kid. That'd be tough for Inui.
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, but
Hell no.
hey man, it's been real cool. It's the prize
Yeah,
of Marky Danny show.
yeah.
We're gonna be back next week. I don't know where BVO is, if he's gonna end the show or if y'all want to keep talking, but I'm gonna head out, man. It was real cool. Peace.
All right, yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to head out too. It's
yeah. That's
12.
about. I'm about to head out.
All right, peace, brother.
Peace, man.
All right.
Yeah.
We really boxing. Who wanted the battles? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video. Put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO. Bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show.